Let the woman learn in silence.
The Lord had the spirit of Paul write this because you women talk too much in the churches, because there was a spirit of feminists. That's what was going on. Some of you sisters are feminists. The other day I heard a sister said women have it harder because they have periods. I'm sharing this with y'all because this type of stuff is being said not outside the body, in the body. You go all the way back up to Rome. When Rome was ruling, Timothy had to address the same thing because it's still here. And some of you men are afraid. You rather run to outer space. 1 Timothy 2:11. Some of y'all are uncomfortable right now because you're like, damn it, my wife is in this class. I'm going to have to talk about this later. I don't want to talk about this with her. She's going to feel some type of way. What am I going to tell her? It's going to be a quiet car ride. You're not going to turn and say, you know you're supposed to shut your mouth, right? That's what the Bible said. That's what officers bring out. You're not going to do that. You're going to get in the car and be like, so tomorrow we going to go to breakfast? You like pancakes, right?
Nah, they're going to be like, you hear what Officer JDO said, right?
Right. Yo, 100%. 100%. You're going to throw me out there and then they all going to hate me together.
You know, I didn't say it, but, you know, that's what Officer JDO said.
That's what Officer JDO said.
What we going to do?
Tell them dead or the earth get shook. Can't let them off the hook. My mission right here in this.
Everywhere that I look, say they want me to.
Yeah, look at her look. Say they want me to. Want me to. I gotta stay in my book. Stay girded, don't get shook. Tell them dead or the earth get shook. Can't let them off the hook. My mission right here in this. Wasn't on the block with my friend just...
The class title. It's The Makings of a Simp. Makings of a Simp. All right, show of hands, brothers, before we play this promo, right, this video. How many of you would say you had simp tendencies? 2 of y'all. The rest of these brothers is mighty men of God. Rest of these brothers said, I am no simp. I refuse. We're going to see by the end of class. I'm going to ask the same question again. So 3 of y'all say yes, right? You said 4. Okay, 4. All right. The rest of these guys, no woman is going to bother them. Nothing's ever going to happen with them. We're never going to hear nothing about them dealing with sisters.
The hell is this?
They're strong in the Lord. All right. Play the promo. Play the promo.
O ye men, it is not the great king, nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that excelleth. Who is it then that ruleth them, or hath the lordship over them? Are they not women? Yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver, or any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty? These also make garments for men. These bring glory unto men.
Buy your vineyards of veg garden, or if you prefer, I'll give you a better vineyard in exchange. The Lord forbid it. I know Naboth to give up the vineyard. The Lord forbid it.
Why is your spirit so sad that you will not eat?
Because of Naboth the Jezreelite, who refused to give me his vineyard.
And without women cannot men be.
What if I toss the fruit of
Yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver, or any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty?
You never handle anything. I have to do everything in this house while you just sit there. You are not a man. You are a liability.
I do everything for this family. I pay every bill in here. I show up every single day, and it is never enough for you. Never. What else do you want from me?
Showing up is the minimum. That is not something to be celebrated. You want a trophy for doing what you were supposed to do?
And letting all those things go, do they not gape, and even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her?
Must be nice to have time for everybody else.
Have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold? or any goodly thing whatsoever.
Oh, y'all clapping. Oh, okay. All right. Play this next video for all the brothers that said they ain't Simps. Let's see if they had a man cave and they had to do this in it. Let's see. Y'all got it? All right. Let's see. Brother said, I'm not a simp. Now let's see. Brothers, sisters, you probably experienced this in your upbringing. Your dad, your uncles probably went around them. They had a nice spot they would go to and do exactly this. Play the video.
Oh my God. Look at a sunken tub. You gotta see it.
Oh, I got to see this.
All right. You have a good time now.
Have fun, have fun.
Dude, I am sorry we're late, man. It happens, man.
And she talk about how we're supposed to be in the car at 6:45. I'm like, all right.
Uh-oh.
Tell me my dumb ass ain't sitting in the car waiting until 7:15.
Nuh-uh.
Okay, when I track my wife down 20 minutes later, she's stepping out the damn shower talking about, can I help you?
See, that's crazy right there.
Craig, I looked this woman in the eye. I said, bitch, you told me 6:45.
You said that?
Yeah, I said, bitch. Then I laid it out.
But you said bitch, though. You said bitch.
Yeah.
You gotta see the fireplace downstairs in the living room.
Okay. Don't play games, man. Just tell me what you're gonna tell
exactly.
me.
It's like say what you mean what you say.
Is that so hard?
It's like last week, man. We going out to dinner, right? I'm like, where do you want to go? She's like, you decide.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, all right, Outback Steakhouse. She's like, nah. I'm like, straight up Chili's. She's like,
No.
Daryl, I named 7 more restaurants.
No, Craig, no.
I finally said Taylor's, the place I know she wants to go in the first place.
Right.
She looked at me, she said, if that's where you want to go.
No, she didn't, Craig.
If that's where I want to go. Daryl, I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said, bitch.
Hey guys.
Hey, girl, how you doing, man? You having a good time? You seen the bedroom?
Yeah, we just looking at
that
the
washing
wood.
machine? That
Looking at
washing
the
machine is
wood up
huge.
on the
You get a whole
ceiling
bunch of
here.
clothes in that washing machine.
it's
Hey, baby, I'm gonna
you
take
can
it back
pause
up to.
This is funny to us because this is the reality that we live under. This is stuff y'all seen. A lot of y'all say, nah, I ain't no simp. But the reality of what they talking about is they got a problem with their wife and they won't address it. They're afraid to address it, so they got to hide, go in the basement. That's why men got a man cave. Right? Why a lion need a man cave? How do the lion say I got to go create a space in the house to go hide from the problems of my life? And this is an example of it. Hit play. Just zoom to the end. I want to see how. I just want to get to the end part when they in outer space. Come on. This is how far they had to run away. Hit play.
He's like, I didn't know we'd be doing so much walking.
Nuh-uh.
I'm like, I didn't tell you to wear those shoes. She said, don't raise your voice at me.
What?
Daryl. I looked this woman dead in the windows of her soul. I said,
That's how y'all be. This be your house. You want to tell your wife something, you're afraid, you're terrified. So you would run to outer space to get away from her. That's your daily life. Now play the next one. Let's see how the women, now women, y'all going to be able to relate to this one. Watch. Play the next one.
Girl, I'm so sorry we're late. Daryl was rushing me, and you know how that goes.
Oh, you know I know.
And it never, ever ends well.
He starts coming in there every 5 minutes talking about, are you ready to go yet? You ready to go yet? You ready to go yet? Then, when I pull myself together, despite all the interruptions, I come downstairs and he's all like, Well, since you wasn't in a hurry, why should I be?
Oh, no, he didn't.
Girl, yes, he did. And Teresa, I looked that man right in his eye socket and I said, bitch, get in the car now. Because I lay it out.
Oh, no, you got to.
Hello?
That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
Woman,
What?
the other night, Craig and I wanted to go to dinner. Every place he wanted to go to sucked. I mean, he must have listed 10 different places.
Oh, my God.
And finally he says, let's go to Taylor's. It's not great. The food's just okay. But I said, okay, if that's where you want to go. Cynthia, you would not believe what that man said to me.
Oh, here we go.
He said, if you want to go to Taylor's, just tell a brother you want to go to Taylor's. I looked that man right in his optic stems and I said, bitch.
We can hear you. I'm standing right here.
We know this.
And don't be interrupting us. Ew.
Damn. Anyway, I said, bitch. You and Taylor's can go yourselves. I just want to go get something to eat.
That's what you told the bitch?
That's what I told the bitch.
Hello, because sometimes you got to do it all the time. You got to lay it out.
Never should have left space. Nope.
Bitch.
This is your reality. You run to the Sabbath to get away from her. That's why you here. This is your 3 hours of relaxation. You're like, man, if I could run away from her for a second, I'm gonna be all right. She cussed him out and said, I know you can hear me. The man was cleaning the windows and the other one was hanging panties. So what's some of y'all going through? Then I asked y'all, do y'all got any simp stuff going on? Are you simps? Brothers say, nah, I don't got no simp tendencies. Lamentations 2 and verse 8. Lamentations 2 and 8.
It's the book of Lamentations, chapter 2 and verse 8.
Uh-huh.
The Lord have purpose to destroy the wall of the daughter of Zion.
So the Lord had purpose to destroy us as a people. Go ahead.
He hath stretched out a line. He hath not withdrawn his hand from destroying.
Come on.
Therefore he made the rampart and the wall to lament. They languish together.
Read.
Her gates are sunk into the ground.
The gates are where the leadership were, right? So he destroyed our literal walls and gates, but he also destroyed where the leadership would go, where you could go to leadership and get help. The Lord put us in that position because we broke his commandments. Come on.
He hath destroyed and broken her bars.
Uh-huh.
Her king and her princes are among the Gentiles. The law is no more. Her prophets also find no vision from the Lord.
Read.
The elders of the daughter of Zion sit upon the ground.
So the elders are supposed to be in high esteem, but they were on the ground. They were on the bottom. Read.
And keep silence.
Uh-huh.
They have cast up dust upon their heads. They have girded themselves with sackcloth. The virgins of Jerusalem hang down their heads to the ground.
We're in the same exact position today as a people. This is what happened in Babylon when Babylon was destroyed. But as a people, we lack leadership. That's what we lack. As a community, we need leaders. Come on.
Mine eyes do fail with tears. My bowels are troubled. My liver is poured upon the earth for the destruction of the daughter of my people, because the children and the sucklings swoon in the streets of the city. They say to their mothers, where is corn and wine? When they swooned as the wounded in the streets of the city, when their soul was poured out into their mother's bosom. What thing shall I take to witness for thee? What thing shall I liken to thee, O daughter of Jerusalem? What shall I equal to thee, that I may comfort thee, O virgin daughter of Zion? For thy breach is great like the sea. Who can heal thee?
We're going through much pain and iniquity, and the Lord's asking the question, who could heal thee? The Lord is who did this. When you read this whole chapter, the Lord let you know, I'm the one who put you in this position where you lack leadership, where things are out of order, because we chose to go away from God. Come on.
Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things
And the leadership that we do have, that we look to, they see vain things and foolish things. They tell us to do things like, they tell the women to be single ladies, right? They tell the men to hit the club. They tell you to party like it's your birthday, and you ain't supposed to celebrate those. So these things are in your head, and you listen to these men or these pastors as if they're leaders in the community. Like T.D. Jakes is a prominent pastor, but what does he do? He goes to Diddy parties. Go ahead.
And they have not discovered thine iniquity to turn away thy captivity.
They haven't called out the fact that you have sin. If they called out your sin, then you would have to turn away from your iniquity. Come on.
but have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishment.
All they've given you is more reasons for you to be banished away from God because they teach you evil. Come on.
All that pass by clap their hands at thee.
That's what people do when they see the children of Israel, when they see how we set up, they clap their hands at us. Go ahead.
They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem.
They shake their heads at us. Come on.
Saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth?
Give me Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 23. That goes back to us lacking leadership. We lack these leaders. We lack the order that's set up in our community, so people see us and they shake their heads at us. They wag their heads and go, damn, those are the children of God? That's what they think when they see you brothers and sisters in fringes. They say, this cannot be the people of God. Come on.
Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 23. But this people hath a revolting and a rebellious heart.
The Lord said what's in us. He said we have a revolting and a rebellious heart. Go ahead.
They are revolted and gone. Neither say they in their heart, let us now fear the Lord our God.
How many of y'all been sitting with your parents or somebody in the world and they turn to you and say, you know what we should do? We should fear God and keep his commandments. You never heard that in your life. That's how you know this is talking about us. He said they will never say, let me turn to God. But what he's letting you know is the reason for that in Lamentations was what? They don't got leaders. Their prophets give them false things, and they give them reasons for banishment. They give them false burdens and evil to follow from day to day. And many of us get caught up in it. We believe that's the way we're supposed to be. Come on.
That giveth rain.
That giveth rain.
Both the former and the latter.
You needed the former and the latter rain. You needed rain in both seasons in order to make sure the crops grew. So you needed upfront rain to get the ground right, and you needed the rain to make sure the crops grew. If the Lord didn't give both, you starved. That's what he's letting you know. Come on.
In his season.
Come on.
He reserveth unto us the appointed weeks of the harvest.
Read.
Your iniquities have turned away these things, and your sins have withholden good things from you.
The evil we did is withholding good from us. Go ahead.
For among my people are found wicked men.
That's what you find in our communities, wicked men. Read.
They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap, they catch men.
In our community, we're about a hustle. Whether you're a pastor, you hustling. Whether you're a ball player, you hustling. Whether you you go to the military, use all the benefits, you hustle. We're trying to find a quick way out. So our mentality is set traps and plot and plan to try to get ahead. Come on.
As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit.
Lies.
Therefore they are become great and waxen rich.
Read.
They are waxen fat, they shine. Yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked.
He's letting you know amongst us, this is in the time of Babylon, just like today we're in Babylon. He said they overpass the deeds of the wicked. Y'all look at Esau and all the evil that he does, but what he's letting you know is the children of Israel did worse. Their mentality was worse. Go ahead.
They judge not the cause of the fatherless. Yea, yet they prosper.
Read.
And the right of the needy do they not judge.
We didn't have leadership. Nobody was saying you're not supposed to rob heads. You're not supposed to do your wife dirty like this. This person's poor, give them this. This person's oppressed, give them that. Nobody's doing that in our community. So because of that lack of leadership, that's where we at. We in this position of disorder, chaos, confusion, and we don't realize how it's impacting us, right? Go back to Lamentations 2 and verse 14. We don't realize it's impacting our homes. We don't realize it's impacting how you men think about yourselves. That's why I ask, who got simp tendencies? Because you say you don't, but you don't realize there's a deliberate effort to make you a simp. So what are we going to cover today? Read that.
Lamentations chapter 2 and verse 14.
Come on.
Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things.
So that's the leaders we got up. They give us vain and foolish things, unprofitable and dumb things. Come on.
And they have not discovered thine iniquity.
They don't tell you that you're in sin. You never went to the church and they tell you that you're in sin and then hold you accountable. So many of you, y'all don't like accountability to this day. You got problems with authority. You hate when authority comes. Many of you women, you hate authority. You never had a father to tell you, like the scriptures say, to spit in your face. You never had somebody to tell you, sis, you ain't supposed to dress like that. You ain't supposed to talk like that. You're supposed to learn how to cook. You're supposed to sit down and shut up. You never had nobody say, even me saying sit down and shut up bothers some of y'all. It bothers you. I know it's itching you. You're like, he said sit down and shut up. Some of you brothers uncomfortable because nobody ever tell your mothers that. You never seen your father be a man. So when we talk about what a simp is, a lot of us, we grow up, we've never seen order. We don't know what it looks like. We have no clue what it looks like because the prophets that taught us, they taught us vain and foolish things. They said, get your money, bro. If you get your money, then the women will come.
The hell is this?
Then the women came and you bought them stuff. And they ruled you. That's what happened. Come on.
And they have not discovered thine iniquity, to turn away thy captivity, but have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishment.
Read.
All that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, Is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? All thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, We have swallowed her up.
They celebrate that you in this position, that your house is out of order, that the women wearing weaves, right? They getting BBLs. The brothers is talking about they YNs and slime, getting drunk, wearing Pooh Shiesty masks. They celebrate your children like this. Read.
Certainly, this is the day that we look for.
You see what it says? You know why they look for it? They looked in the Bible. They said, if we could get these people to break God's commandments, then God is going to turn them into what we see right now. So when they see you like that, they say it worked. The plan worked. We made a simp. We made the woman over the man. We made this man weak. We destroyed his whole community. That was the only thing that they had against us, was if we sinned, that they would win. So they said, we look for this day. The day we look for has come. That's what they said in Babylon, and they saying the same thing now when your house is out of order. This is the day we look for. This is why we need leadership. We need men that are going to look at this and say, yo, I'm not going to let nobody destroy me, and I know they're trying to destroy me. I'm just going to sit down and go to my man cave. I'm going to go to outer space and whisper. That's what y'all doing spiritually. A lot of y'all is in outer space whispering right now. Can't do the work because your wife is running the damn house. Come on.
We have found, we have seen it. The Lord hath done that which he had devised. He hath fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. He hath thrown down and hath not pitied. He hath caused thine enemy to rejoice over thee.
The Lord did this. He caused your enemy to rejoice over you. Come on.
He hath set up the horn of thine adversaries.
And he set up the kings of your adversaries. Give me Micah chapter 4 and verse 11.
Oh, hey, Shalom, I didn't see y'all there. I mean, since you're here, got this nice button down here. It's brand new. We just added it to the house, right? Make sure you go ahead and scan that. That's the IUIC Booster Club. I know you see the videos. We're doing all types of work all over the earth, and we need your support. We need your help. Scan that and donate. All right. Shalom, y'all. Most High in Christ bless.
Book of Micah, chapter 4 and verse 11. And now also many nations are gathered against thee.
The Bible says many nations are gathered against us. Come on.
That say, let her be defiled, and let our eye look upon Zion.
And they just watch us. Some of y'all think America's going to help you. America likes the state that we're in. Leaders are going to realize we're being destroyed in the state that we're in. Our children are going to jail. Our young men are killing each other in the street. Our daughters are having abortions before they can even understand what it means to be a mother. And we're comfortable with it. We're happy with being on the sidelines, not pushing ourselves, not getting our house in order. In fact, we're so much comfortable with it, we'll let the evil that Esau set up exist in our own households. In our own domain that's supposed to be out. The one place we're supposed to set things in order, we say it's okay for it to be out of order here. This is the problem we got as a community, because you men got to realize they intentionally did this. Isaiah 5 verse 13. It's not an accident that your wife is talking crazy to you. You think it's an accident. You think it's just, oh, my wife is angry. Let me try to give her some ice cream and she'll calm down. The devil said, I want your wife like that, and he's rejoicing. He said, damn, she's still cussing him out. All praises. It's working. Isaiah 5 and 13.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 5 and verse 13.
Let's go.
Therefore, my people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge.
So we're in captivity because we have no knowledge, because we do not have leaders. The leaders are supposed to show us our iniquity, and it will make us turn from our sin. Without the leaders, they don't show us our iniquity. There's no one to show you the mirror and say you off. So therefore, nobody turns from their sin, and we remain in captivity. Come on.
And their honorable men are famished.
That's the leaders right there. Honorable men. Men that you're supposed to be able to look at and say, I can follow this example. I can be like these men. Come on.
And their multitude dried up with thirst.
And their multitude is dried up with thirst. Now give me Zechariah chapter 2. No, give me the Malcolm X video real quick. This is the type of leaders they give us. Malcolm X talked about this way back in the 60s. And this is still true today. Hit play.
Now, concerning the poll taken by Newsweek magazine, I think you said that this was the leaders who said that, who went with King and against Mr. Muhammad around 90%. I just told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer.
You got to see, because the white men in this agree with him. He's smart. Running back just a second. He's smirking, let you know he's right. I'm not listening to no damn baseball player. No baseball player going to tell me what I'm going to do in my house. Plays baseball for a living. No rapper's going to tell me how to deal with my wife and my children. But in our community, who we listen to, your quotes, most of you brothers, you could quote rap songs, but you can't quote anybody that actually wrote a book, told you anything that was going to change your life. You could quote a song, though. And most of the things taught you to be what? A simp. Taught you how to be weak. This is what they put in our community. And you say, man, how am I going to change things? You don't have the information to change things. That's the point. They give you these entertainment. What is a baseball player going to teach you about how to fix your community? That's what he's saying. Play it again.
Yes. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear.
Zechariah chapter 2 and verse 6. So in Babylon, we lacked leadership. Those leaders started giving us false ideas, and it's the same thing today, right? Give me that. Zechariah 2 and 6.
Book of Zechariah, chapter 2 and verse 6.
Bring it out.
Ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north.
The land of the north is North America. Come on.
Saith the Lord. For I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heaven, saith the Lord.
The Lord scattered us across the whole earth because of our sin. Come on.
Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon.
That dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. Now give me Psalms 137 and verse 7. Who's the daughter of Babylon? As a people, we're here and we're dwelling with the daughter of Babylon. So Babylon, what we were reading above, right, in Lamentations, Jeremiah, things were happening in Babylon that are happening in America where we dwell with the daughter of Babylon. Psalms 137 and 7.
The book of Psalms, chapter 137 and verse 7. Bring it out. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, race it.
So the children of Edom were there in the time of Babylon. So it's making reference to them. Go ahead.
Even to the foundation thereof.
Uh-huh.
O daughter of Babylon.
So the daughter of Babylon is these Edomites, these white men and women that you see walking around today. He said, flee from them. You dwell amongst them today. Come on.
Who art to be destroyed.
Uh-huh.
Happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us.
Right. So they have done us dirty here. They afflicted us. Go back to Zechariah chapter 2 and verse 8.
Zechariah chapter 2 and verse 8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you.
America has spoiled us. Not in a good way. I know y'all here spoiling. Y'all think they gave you goodies. They did. They gave you treats and nourishment. But what they did was they destroyed our way of thinking. They killed the order in our community. They made you men into simps. They made you women into manly women. Come on.
For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye.
He that toucheth you touches the apple of his eye, right? So what they did in our community was they took away manhood. What's manhood? For all you men that say, I'm not a simp, what's manhood? Yeah.
Shalom, sir. Most high, God bless Brother Joash.
Yep.
Manhood would be a man who...
I want a scripture.
Okay, sir. Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, it should be easy. Should be easy. Nobody, see, you know what I mean? I like when people look down. I like that. That means you don't know what manhood is. And then you can't say, I don't got no simp tendencies, and then you don't know what manhood is in the Bible. All your hands should be like, he don't know, pick me. Everybody said they don't have simp tendencies, right? Why everybody hand not up? You wasn't here. You're free. No, he's not free. He's free from the claims that I'm making now. Go ahead.
This is book of First Kings.
Use the microphone because we'd love to hear what you have to
Yes,
say.
sir. This book of First Kings, chapter 2 and verse 2.
Okay, read it for him.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 2 and verse 2. I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man.
Right, so this is going into showing how a man should show himself how to be a man, going to his manhood. Read.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments, and his judgments and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest, and whithersoever thou turnest thyself.
Right, so when a man walks this earth, right, he's supposed to keep the charge of the Lord, right, by keeping his commandments, you know what I'm saying, the statutes and his testimony.
So you become a man based on what?
By the word of the Lord.
Okay, so earlier, right, all the brothers next to you raised their hand, but all the brothers next to you said, I don't have no simp tendencies, right? But what would make you a man?
By keeping the laws of God.
Did they have the commandments of God?
Yes, they had it.
No. Did they have it when they was in the world?
Oh, no, sir. No, sir.
So they were what?
They were simps.
That's the point. Damn!
Oh, yeah. My heart belongs to you.
You see? You see? All of y'all say y'all were men, but you wasn't keeping no commandments. There was no order and justice and judgment in your houses. None of that in your house. Your mama ran stuff. Maybe your daddy ran stuff, but there wasn't order according to the Bible. You didn't walk as a man. So you'll say, I'm 60, I'm 70, I'm 50, I'm 40, I'm a man. No, you're a male, but you become a man when you learn how to keep the commandments of God. That's when you become a man. First Maccabees 264. The women learn how to be men more than you. I'm going to prove that too.
Damn. The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 2 and verse 64.
Your wife was more of a man than you in the world. That's a fact. I stand by it. 1 Maccabees 2 and 64. Watch this.
Wherefore, ye my sons, be valiant, and show yourselves men in the behalf of the law, for by it shall ye obtain glory.
So you get your glory by keeping the laws of God. That's what makes you a man. But the mentality we have in our community is, I'm older, I'm this age, therefore I'm a man. I know what to do. We just read, David tells Solomon, we read in Mattathias, tell his sons, to be a man, you have to keep the commandments of God. That's where your glory comes from. You wasn't keeping those commandments, you had simp tendencies. So America, when they pulled us out of and got us in captivity, that's what we read in Lamentations 2 and verse 17-ish, when they rejoiced and looked for that day. The reason that they were able to look for that day was they understood that if we sinned and didn't do those commandments, we would do what? Go into captivity. So they literally pulled the order out of our community. They said, let's create this order and chaos. Let's remove this and that so we could keep this constant state of sin in the community. Once we keep this state of sin in there, it's going to remove the men. Once we remove the men, there's going to be no order. In fact, when they came in Babylon, give me Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 5. When they came in Babylon, they said, we're going to get the leaders. We're going to get all the men that can set their mind straight and pull them out of the community. That's why in order for the community to stay the way it is, you men got to stay weak. So you were all raised to be weak men. You were all raised to be docile, to whisper, to not express your opinions. Me and Osa Azariah talk about this all the time. On the East Coast, you just had to get angry at some point in time. It wasn't because you wanted to, but you were so tight and confined to these spaces that you had to get to a point where if you didn't fight, you had to learn how to fight. If you didn't know how to crack jokes, you had to learn how to crack jokes. Nobody was able to just stay in that bubble. But out here, brothers are able to keep the simp energy and get emotional, and you could just go and duck off and you go to outer space. There was no outer space where I was from. You came out the house, and there was another house next to you, and another house, and another house. My mother would go home, somebody would slap my mother. My mother would be like, yo, somebody slapped me today on the way home. You'd be like, damn, okay, I'm going to go kill somebody. I'm going to sit my black ass in the house and use some sense. I had to learn things, but I still didn't know what it meant to be a man. You don't learn that until you come into the truth. Y'all understand? Come on, read that.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 5.
Come on.
Why should you be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint.
And the whole heart is faint, right? The head is the leadership. Come on.
From the sole of the foot, even unto the head, there is no soundness in it.
There was no soundness in it. The Lord was cursing us for the evil that we did, and there was no soundness in the way we thought, the way we handled things, because we were afflicted by the Lord. Right? Go ahead.
But wounds.
We had wounds on us. Go ahead.
And bruises.
This is the trauma that our people have. Come on.
And putrefying sores.
And we got sores in our spirit. Come on.
They have not been closed.
They have not been closed. I know a lot of you think your mind is right. You're crazy. If you think your mind is right, you're a nut job. I guarantee it. We talked for long enough. Last night, me and the brothers were talking. Stuff is coming out. Anytime we talk to any of y'all, we know you crazy.
What's wrong with you?
Don't think we think you're okay, because you're here. If you're here, you got problems. You got stuff you got to deal with. You sisters, we know y'all worse. Here's what it is. You can smile and put on your head wrap and say shalom. We know you crazy too. We know. The Bible says that you're crazy. We read it. Come on.
They have not been closed, neither bound up.
It says they have not been closed, but in your mind you may think, I've healed myself. I'm right. I've healed. You know who always says they heal themselves? Crack addicts and crazy people. Crack addict always come up to you talk about, I'm good, baby. I'm good. I'm straight.
You smoke crack, don't you?
Yes, that's exactly it. You got sores. But when you acknowledge that, you know what you could do? You could fix it. You could realize, damn, I'm a masculine, dominant woman. I don't know what it is to be a woman. And you could acknowledge I'm a weak man. You could acknowledge it and fix it. Damn. You could acknowledge it. Some of y'all is like that right now. You got that on. You're going to play it when you get in the car. Go ahead.
Neither mollified with ointment.
Neither mollified with ointment. Now jump over to chapter 3 and read verse 1. So watch what Babylon did.
Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
For behold, the Lord of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water.
The Lord took our food away because of our sin. Go ahead.
The mighty man.
See what the Lord allowed? He said they're going to take away the mighty man. Go ahead.
And the man of war.
And the men of war. Go ahead.
The judge.
I'm going to take away the judge. All these people set order. The first thing he mentioned was a man of war. A man of war is going to kill you if you get out of line, right? If somebody comes and tries to stop us, right? So America always says there's order in America because of our military. So when the Lord said, I'm going to destabilize the military of Israel, I'm going to get rid of that. That means chaos. Anybody can enter your gates. Now there's no judges. You start doing evil to each other, there's nobody to judge the matter. This is lack of leadership is what we're reading right here. Go ahead.
And the prophet.
The prophet's going to go away. Now you got no vision for the Lord. Nobody to go in the Bible and show you what's going to happen next. Go ahead.
And the prudent.
Any man that thinks. Cautious men. Men that see evil and plan so we avoid it. Go ahead.
And the ancient.
And the elder men are gone now. All these men are leaders. The Lord said, I'm going to allow Babylon to take all the leadership out of your community. Do you see these men in our community today? Now we got Ray Ray Pookie. We got Big Woo Wop. I'm telling you, these is names. They be having Tiny, Black. I'm telling you, these are people we know. Black Shoot 'em. You know what I mean? Tiny, he know how to punch people. This guy know how to sell crack. And we go to them and we be like, yo, that's my OG. To the state! That's my ancient one. Because we don't have those. So it's going to tell you what Babylon did and what we're dealing with right now. Go ahead.
The captain of 50.
You ever heard captain of 50 for the truth? Ain't no captain of 50 in the hood. Ain't nobody walking around, yo, I'm over these 50 men. Ain't nobody saying that. If somebody say that in the neighborhood, we're going to beat them up. Yo, I'm over these 50 houses right here. I hold these down. They going to kill him. Come on.
And the honorable man.
There's no honorable man. Come on.
And the counselor.
There's nobody to counsel you. If you're going through something, who you counsel with? You counsel with your uncle that say, you know what, just go get you another chick. Go ahead.
And the cunning artificer.
Come on.
And the eloquent orator.
Nobody that can speak well, right, and clear the situation up. Half of us don't know English. Come on.
And I will give children to be their princes.
I'm going to give young men to be their rulers now. Go ahead.
And babes shall rule over them.
Now jump down. No, keep reading verse 5.
And the people shall be oppressed, every one by another.
They're going to oppress each other. Go ahead.
And every one by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient.
The child is going to have the mindset of, I don't need the forefathers. I don't need no leadership. I got it figured out. You brothers, you may not realize, and you sisters as well, you may not realize you still got that spirit, but you come in the truth. You know why you don't ask for counsel? Because you got this mindset. Because in your mind, you say, I don't need nobody to tell me how to run my life. I got it. I've been married 20 years. And you've been a simp for 20 years. You've been a simp for 20 years. That's what we're here to let you know today. You need help. You sisters have been masculine for 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. 40 years. You've been the man and he been the woman. And to get things right, you need help. Come on.
And the base against the honorable.
And the base against the honorable. Jump down to verse 12. This is what Babylon set up. Come on.
Verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
That's what we see today. That's what we saw back then. Go ahead.
And women rule over them.
Women started to rule over the children. Go ahead.
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths.
Right. The women are ruling in the community. Because guess what they did? They took all the men that had a voice, that had some type of logic. They said, get them up out of here. Remove them, and we're going to put these women in place. So much so, go to 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 11. It just wasn't in Babylon. You go all the way back up to Rome. When Rome was ruling, Timothy had to address the same thing. Because it's still here. And some of you men are afraid. You rather run to outer space. 1 Timothy 2 and 11. Some of y'all are uncomfortable right now because you're like, damn it, my wife is here in this class. I'm going to have to talk about this later. I don't want to talk about this with her. She's gonna feel some type of way. What am I going to tell her? It's going to be a quiet car ride. You're not going to turn to her and say, you know you're supposed to shut your mouth, right? That's what the Bible said. That's what officers bring out. You're not going to do that. You're going to get in the car and be like, so tomorrow we're going to go to breakfast? You like pancakes, right?
Nah, they're going to be like, you heard what Officer JDL said, right?
Right. Yo, 100%. 100%. You're going to throw me out there and then they all going to hate me together.
You know, I didn't say it, but, you know, that's what Officer JDL said.
That's what Officer JDL said.
What we going to do?
1 Timothy 2 and 11. You're right. That's simp behavior too.
John 3:16 got you flustered because you don't understand here a little, there a little, precept upon precept, line upon line. Galatians 3:28 got you a little bothered because you don't understand the history of the Maccabees. Or maybe it's Colossians chapter 2 verse 16 that got you thinking you can eat whatever you like because Paul's writings are sometimes hard to be understood. Here at IUIC, we got you. No problem. Log on to israelunite.org and find a school near you. We got that good news you can use. Shalom.
1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence.
The Lord had the spirit of Paul write this because you women talk too much in the churches because there was a spirit of feminists. That's what was going on. Some of you sisters are feminists. The other day I heard a sister said women have it harder because they have periods. I'm sharing this with y'all because this type of stuff is being said not outside the body, in the body. In the body of Christ. This is not in the world. This is in the body. Some of the sisters think like that right now. They're like, he don't got no period. You know why you got a period, sis? Because you ran your damn mouth. That's why the Lord said you ran your mouth. He said you ran your mouth. You talked to Satan. You got your husband to do something evil. Now bleed. I'm not going to kill you, but I'm going to remind you I could kill you. I'm going to remind you with this childbirth. I'm going to remind you with this blood every month. So you can know to humble yourself. To keep silence. You know what sisters say? I'm gonna run my mouth more. In fact, they use that time of month to be more rebellious. This is backwards. That's why the Lord got to kill a lot of us. 1 Timothy 2 and verse 11. Read it again.
1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection.
With all subjection. Go ahead.
But I suffer not a woman to teach.
So he had to say this because the thing that was going on in Babylon, this feminist spirit was jumping up to that time in Rome. Go ahead.
Nor to usurp authority over the man.
The woman was not supposed to be over the men because we saw what it created. It created the chaos and disorder, and nobody was getting corrected on what they needed to fix. Come on.
But to be in silence.
But to shut their mouths. That's what he's saying. That's what he's telling them. Not that you can't speak in the church. Not that you can't ask questions. But what the women were trying to do in this time was rule and dominate. And so some of you, man, you allow that in your house. You allow this same spirit from Babylon. You allow her lack of submission. And you're comfortable with it. And you walk around and you come in here and you say, I don't got simp tendencies. I'm good. But it's eating you up inside. You're not the man that you used to be because of what's going on behind closed doors. You don't even look the same. To you, you look the same. You look in the mirror, you're like, I look the same. You don't look the same. Your confidence is not the same. The way you speak is not the same. Brothers can see it all around you. Your wife sees it, and she likes it that way. We're going to go over that as well. Jump over to Romans 1 and 26. She likes you weak. Because if she didn't like you weak, she would build you up. She would shut her mouth. She would go back to her natural use. But she doesn't go back to that because she's like, yo, it's cool. It's cool like this. I get what I want. He shut his mouth. Bitch. She like it that way. I'm telling you, brothers are delusional. They'll think the women like it this way. She like, it's cool like this. He can't really tell me what to do or get me in order. And it's working. It's like when we was kids, right? You go to your mom, you try to manipulate your mom to get what you want. If your mom gave you what you want, you just go to mama. Ain't dealing with that. Likewise, you give them what they want, they'll keep it that way. Read that.
Romans chapter 1 and verse 26.
Come on.
For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
That's what women have done. They changed their natural use. Their job was to help you. That was their natural use. Not to be feminists, throw on pants, sleep with each other, be caught up in all types of idolatry. That wasn't their use. When you read the scriptures, our use as men was to serve God and do what the will of God was, and they were to help us in that. It's flipped. Now you men running around trying to make these women happy. And guess what? I got a news flash for you, brother. You know what you can never do? You're never going to take the sun out the sky. And you want to know the second thing? You're never going to make a woman happy. I don't give a damn what you do. Just reality. I don't care. It's impossible. Yo, I'm just telling you. I got to say it. I'm being a bad guy today. You're never going to do it. Something's going to happen. After they get happy, something's going to happen right after. And Satan's going to say, nah, she can't be happy. I can't let her be happy because I deal with the flesh. I'm going to have some shit happen. I'm going to make her stub a toe. I'm going to make the kids do some shit. And it's up to them whether they're a spiritual woman to pull themselves back out of it. But Satan said, no. You ain't just going to be walking around in the spirit. Hell no. Why would I do that? But you men will say, I'm not a simp. I'm not a simp. I run my house. Damn. Play the next video where the brothers is talking. It's two brothers. I think you got it pulled up. Go to the left. No, that's not it. YouTube video. That one. Play that. Play that one. Remember, the point of bringing this out is we lack leadership. And they took away our leadership. They took away our mindset to lead. And they got us hiding behind our women.
In these conversations, there's such a lack of male leadership because, like,
we got to do way better for women. We got to do way better for children. Like, I think it all starts with men.
Yeah, because men have been removed from the conversation, right? You can say that's by government. You can even say that's by themselves. But I don't think it's a coincidence that the government wants to aid like single women more than they are aiding like families. They don't incentivize like staying together at all. It actually feels like it's more beneficial to be apart from like your partner, especially if you're a woman. Like you feel like because you have.
Give me Proverbs 8 and verse 4. He said it's more beneficial for you to be apart than to be together. He said the government incentivizes this confusion that you see. Well, Babylon did that. Proverbs 8 and verse 4. But the key thing is, he said it starts with the men. It starts with the men. Let's see if God operates differently. Proverbs 8 and verse 4.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 8 and verse 4.
Let's go.
Unto you, O men, I call.
The Lord called the men. We're waiting on 144,000 what? See, brothers don't even know what we're waiting on. They just here. We're waiting on 144,000 what? Men. Not women. We're not here to raise up to 144,000 masculine women. So they can rule over us. They can stay in there like the army from Wakanda. That's not what we're here to do. So if your wife is like a Wakanda warrior, right? If she in the house and she got her spear and she tell you what she gonna do, then we waiting on you to grab the spear, put a wig on her head because she's bald-headed, right? The Bible says that. Not being disrespectful, say he would make them bald. And get your balls back. That's the point. Y'all are looking at it like we here to wait on you to just sit here and then when your wife come in. We're not waiting on your wife to come in. You got to get her in here and get her in order. We're going to be here forever. Y'all understand
Get
that?
some balls, brother.
That's what Babylon understood. They said these men going to be here forever if we got their women ruling over them. That's what the brothers are saying. We got to do better for our women, for our children. Proverbs 8 and verse 4.
Unto you, O men, I call, And my voice is to the sons of man.
My voice is to the sons of men. The Lord always called the men. He dealt with the men, and then the men dealt with the women. That's it on that verse?
Yes, sir.
Jump over to Ezekiel 34 and 31. Ezekiel 34 and verse 31.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 34 and verse 31. And ye, my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men.
The flock of my pasture are men. The Lord deals with the men. The Lord deals with the men. The men are the leaders. Jump over to Isaiah 62 and verse 5. I know some of y'all are real uncomfortable right now. It's in the Bible. It's not me. It's not me. It's black Jesus. When you pray and you feeling that weak spirit, remember, say, Lord, give me a spirit of might, because my wife going to slap fire out of me because I'm talking about I run the house. She going to say something crazy to me. Asking for strength, brothers. Know some of y'all like, damn it, man. He creating trouble. He's creating issues for me. The Lord said he deals with the men. Y'all understand? That means he deal with y'all, and y'all got to deal with them. Sisters mine, they think they going straight to the Lord. This don't work like that. He said there's order. We don't go to God. We go through Christ. Women go through us. That's how they get the kingdom of heaven. So if your wife won't listen to you, she's going to hell. I'm just telling you what it is. A lot of y'all think y'all going to save your wife by dealing with these wicked women. They are going to hell if they don't listen to you. That's where they going. Read that.
Isaiah chapter 62 and verse 5. For as a young man marrieth a virgin, so shall thy sons marry thee. And as the bridegroom rejoiceth over the bride, so shall thy God rejoice over thee.
So the Lord is married to the sons. That's what we're reading right here. When we read about the marriage and the Lord is, we waiting on the bridegroom and the bride, he's talking about I deal with the men. The women come along with those men. If they don't got their spirits right, if they're not in subjection to the leaders or to the husband that rules their house, they're not getting no marriage with Christ. They're not sneaking in. They're not going to be like, Lord, you know I prayed to you on the low. I didn't listen to my husband because I thought he was a nigga. But I believe in you. It's not happening like that.
The hell is this?
Numbers 27 and 16.
Hey, check it out. Can I get something real quick? You know how we can spot that you're a simp? Go to Sirach 36 and 25. This is how we can spot that you're simping. You know, you can recover from it, but how we can spot it. It's easy. It's real easy. You got that?
Yes, sir. The book of Sirach, chapter 36 and verse 25. Where no hedge is.
When you ain't leading your house, right? When you just letting her run amok, when you in space, whispering the B word, read.
There, the possession is spoiled.
She just rotten to the core. Rotten to the core. You know what I'm saying? Beauty is skin deep, but ugly is to the bone. Read.
And he that have no wife will wander up and down mourning.
That's you. And we see you when you come in here. You wandering up and down, looking sad. The Sabbath day's upon us, and we should be happy to be together. But you coming here with that gray cloud, like Austin and I like to say, woe is me. Crazy, right? Crazy. And then on top of that, right, the Bible is clear in Ephesians what your job is. You're responsible for presenting her without spot or blemish, right? A glorious church. But you don't want to man up because you don't want to be a man. You don't want to be that 1 Kings chapter 2, verse 3.
He's a simp, dog. Where was that? Numbers 27, 16? Yep, read that. That was good. That's exactly what it is. I'm telling you, man. He gonna send me. Also, Azariah gonna make me spiral. But I'm just saying, if your wife don't come to the Sabbath, right? If your wife's not at the Sabbath, you can't tell me you a man. You can't even get her to go to the Sabbath. You can't even get her to put on a garment and come sit down for a couple hours, but you pay every bill. You just you're what? You're a sugar daddy. That's me being nice too. I have other terms that came to my head, but I pulled those back, and I went with sugar daddy. Huh? Growth, right? Was gonna say something else. But you paying all the bills, you working 16-hour shifts, you coming home, and all you getting is, hey nigga, and then she goes somewhere else. She don't even come out the room. She don't even acknowledge you here. We're going to go over that later. Come on. I'm going to lose my track. Come on.
The book of Numbers, chapter 27 and verse 16. Let the Lord, the God of the spirits of all flesh, set a man over the congregation.
He said, let him set a man over the congregation, not set your wife over the house in the congregation. That's not what's going to happen. The kingdom is going to be ruled by men. The women are going to be in subjection to the men. Anybody who does not like that will not enter the kingdom of heaven. Any man who allows that, you ain't going either. You're not going. I don't know what we got in our brain. We think we're going to Adam. The reason Adam was in the position he's in and we're dying today is because men listen to women. This ain't about making somebody happy. We got to understand the magnitude of this issue. And the other nations understand that this is a huge thing. So what they do, they say, let's keep these households out of order. And the women that feed into this, they are a part of the system. They are part of they're Edomites in the brain. They are just as bad as Esau because what they're doing is they feed into that disrespect, that dishonor their husband. They still haven't realized what the devil did. They still ain't realized. That's why I said they're going to hell, y'all. You ain't going to save them by keeping them in the house. You ain't going to save them by giving them a sandwich every day and saying, babe, will you please come to the Sabbath with me? Then she come and she ain't here with a mean face. She like, they're going to make me go to the Sabbath. I was trying to watch Housewives of Atlanta in this moment. That's what's going on. You playing that in the shower getting ready for the Sabbath. She like, I go down there with you for 2 hours. I'm going to go down there for 2 hours. And then after I'm done, I'm going back home. You better take me too. I'm ready to go home. I ain't chilling with any sisters. That's what's going on, man. I told Hushai to do this. I told him, don't blame him. I said, play these R&B songs so they understand what's in their brain. The fact you know them songs, that's what you've been taught. That's what you've been taught. My heart belongs to you. Where's that in the scriptures? That ain't in the scriptures. But we'll sing it. We be like, man, this is regular. It's not regular. All right. Give me the Willie Lynch letter. This is why I say the women that you have in your households that will not listen to you, we're going to go through it extensively. I'm going to let the scholars tell you. They're going to explain to you why you women that will not submit to your husbands, you are the devil the Bible speaks of. Don't have no nice way of putting it. You are the devil. If you can't shut your mouth and listen to this man, you will not enter God's kingdom. You think the black Messiah want to listen to back talk? He don't want to hear that nowhere around him. He go in there and, yeah, nigga, I ain't doing that. You say, You think the Lord want that in the kingdom? We don't want it in our house. Why the Lord want it in the kingdom of heaven? The Lord going to be like, you know what? Kill everything. Kill everything. Kill everybody. I heard somebody back talking over there. Smite that whole area. That's what he was doing in the wilderness. They was murmuring. He said, destroy that whole area over there, man. I tell you when to stop. Just kill everything over there. Open the ground up. Get him, his wife, his mama, his grandmama, his cousin. Get everybody. They want to run their damn mouth. Now the woman think, I'm going to talk back all week. I'm going to go to the Sabbath. I'm going to smile. I'm going to say, shalom, sisters. Then I'm going to go back home. I'm going to cuss his ass out again. And then when the kingdom comes, I'm floating up. You're going to hell. Read.
The Willie Lynch letter and the making of a slave.
If you're uncomfortable, good. Come on. I want to read the bottom part that's highlighted. I'm finally gonna stick to my highlights, maybe. Maybe. Go ahead.
When we do it with horses, we break them from one form of life to another.
So when they broke horses, they broke them from one form of life to another. Come on.
That is, we reduce them from their natural state in nature, whereas nature provides them with the natural capacity to take of their needs and the needs of their offspring. We break that natural string of independence from them and thereby create a dependency state so that we may be able to get from them useful production for our business and pleasure.
So what they do with the horses, they take the horse from being having its own world where the horses can live, fend for themselves. The male horse is the leader. The female horse listens. They break them from that dependent state. They say we need to make them attached to us in the system. We need to break this this independence and create a dependency on us. That's what they do to horses. Come on. Just read the "Ye cannot rest." Everything highlighted.
You cannot rest. They sleep while you are awake. They sleep while you are awake.
And are awake.
And are awake while you sleep.
That's English.
Okay.
Go ahead.
They are dangerous near the family house.
Come on.
And it requires too much labor to watch them away from the house.
Uh-huh.
Above all, you cannot get them to work in the natural state. Hence, both the horse and the nigger must be broken.
The horse and the nigger must be broken. Go ahead.
That is, break them from one form of mental life to another. Keep the body and take the mind.
So keep the mind, keep the body of him, keep that healthy, but destroy his mental state. That's what we read in Isaiah chapter 1, where we had wounds and sores. The Lord said he would take the leaders out. Lamentations 2 said our leaders teach us vain and false things. That's why we read the Bible first, so you can understand. It's just not what they did in Babylon then. It's the exact same thing that's getting done today. All the nations have said we need to destroy the men out of the community. We need to destroy the natural order. We need to create a dependency on us. Go ahead.
In other words, break the will to resist.
Uh-huh.
Now, the breaking process is the same for both the horse and the nigger, only slightly varying in degrees. But as we said before, there is an art in long-range economic planning. You must keep your eye and thoughts on the female and the offspring of the horse and the nigger.
So you need to make sure that in this economic planning, you got to keep your eye on the woman and her children. It says nothing about the man here. Y'all understand? In order for us to keep this running on its axis, I need the woman and I need the kids that come from that woman. Y'all came from women, right, man? Your mothers went through the process we're about to look at. When we read about the title, The Makings of a Simp, you're going to understand your mother was taught to make you into a simp. She wasn't taught to make you into a dominant man. She wasn't taught to make you into a leader. She didn't tell you to run your house. None of those conversations were had by your mother. And your father, he played the same role that his mother taught him. That's how this whole thing, that's how Babylon outside it exists. It exists because of the disorder that you find in some of the households in the body right here. They created it. It's still running on its axis. You all understand? Come on. Breed the mare.
Breed the mare and the stud until you have the desired offspring.
Right, the male and the female horse till you have the child you want. Go ahead.
Then you can turn the stud to freedom until you need him again.
Make him a deadbeat daddy. Let him run off. Go ahead.
Train the female horse whereby she will eat out of your hand.
And that's our sisters. Our sisters will listen to TikTok. They'll listen to YouTube. They'll go on their phones, and they'll repeat back to you the stuff that they hear from the world. They will eat out of the white man's hand. Go ahead.
And she will in turn train the infant horse to eat out of your hand also.
And now the child that comes from that woman is the same way. Because children learn from who? So a lot of you think, I'm going to keep this woman around that's wicked, and my son's going to be all right. The woman is going to train your son to be what? Wicked, defiled. You're going to have the same mindset as his mama, because while you at work and you doing whatever you need to do, the child is naturally going to go to the mother. So if the mother's jacked up, the children are going to be jacked up. No way around that. The Bible tells you the same thing. Tells you if the child got to go back and forth, they'll be unclean. But in your mind, you think, I'm going to keep the wicked woman. I'm going to keep trying. She's going to get it together. But what she's going to do is she's going to teach your son how to eat out of the white man's hand. Go ahead.
When it comes to break the uncivilized nigger, use the same process, but vary in degree and step up the pressure so as to do a complete reversal of the mind.
Change the way they think. Go ahead.
Take the meanest and most restless nigger, strip him of his clothes in front of the remaining male niggers, including the female and the nigger infant. Tar and feather him. Tie each leg to a different horse in opposite directions. Set him on fire. Beat both him and the horse to pull him apart in front of the remaining niggers.
I was talking to the brothers yesterday, and I told them, if you take a 6'8" man that we all know, he's brolic, he could beat us all up in this room, and you put him in front of us, and the white man, I don't care how tall he is, he'll be the smallest man in the room. If 4 white men tie him to a horse, beat him, and we see his body ripped apart, a lot of us wouldn't talk for the rest of our life. You would just hum. Sometimes y'all watch these slave movies and you see there's a slave just humming. You see he don't bother nobody. That's what they did to us. A lot of you got that weak, docile spirit. You don't want to ruffle no feathers because this trauma is in your damn DNA. This mentality is literally in you. And the women were a part of this. They don't realize they were a part of this, but you were broken to a point where you don't even want to have an argument in your own damn house. You don't, because you're trying to keep the peace. So now you walk around and you say, you know what, I just got to be quiet because it's better that way. It's better if I just don't say nothing and I'm going to survive. But where do you learn that from? Does the white man do that? Does the Indian man do that? Does the Asian man do that? Do you see these other nations that have communities and things thriving? Do they allow their women to say whatever they want and they don't maintain order? They get disrespected? Doesn't happen. That's why they're where they are, and that's why we are where we are. Because they said in order to do this, we got to take the biggest Negro, break him down, and the rest of the people that see him, watch what's going to happen. Go ahead.
The next step is to take a bullwhip and beat the remaining nigger male to the point of death in front of the female and the infant.
It would cause us all to have fear and lose respect for anybody that looks like a male, because we would start to think, this man could be beaten. That means that can happen to me. So I can't have confidence. I can't have pride. I can't look at myself honorable. So when your women talk to you crazy, it's because they are affected by this. They know different than what the slave master beat into us. Go ahead.
Don't kill him, but put the fear of God in him, for he can be useful for future future breeding.
It's English. Go to the next page. It's not brushing. It's all right. It happens.
Understanding is the best thing. Therefore, we shall go deeper into this area of the subject matter concerning what we have produced here in this breaking process of the female nigger. We have reversed relationships. In her natural uncivilized state, she would have a strong dependency over on the uncivilized nigger male, and she would have a limited protective tendency toward her independent male offspring, and would raise the female offspring to be dependent like her. Nature had provided time with this balance. We reverse nature by burning and pulling one uncivilized nigger apart and bullwhipping the other to the point of death, all in her presence. By her being left alone.
Which is what women like to say, I'm alone. Nobody hears me. But where do they get that from? You're in the bed with them every night. You're in the house. You're having conversations with them, but they say, I'm alone. I'm all on my own. They get that from the white man. They get that from trauma passed down from generation to generation. I'm going to show y'all that as we go through these books. They're literally raised to say, I'm alone. Ain't nobody with me. I'm by myself. I got to do all for myself. So now you're feeling the brunt of it, but you don't understand where it came from. Go ahead.
By her being left alone, unprotected, with the male image destroyed.
The men that she's supposed to honor, she no longer honors him. So when she sees men that look like him, there's no honor for them. These men ain't got no power. There's no reason for me to respect them. Go ahead.
The ordeal caused her to move from her psychological dependent state to a frozen independent state.
Come on.
In this frozen psychological state of independence, she will raise her male and female offspring in reverse roles.
She will raise her female daughter to be like a man, which is why I said these women are more men than you, and you were raised to be a damn woman. That's what we're reading right here. Come on.
For fear of the young man's life, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak.
He go to outer space. Go ahead.
And dependent, but physically strong.
He could punch a hole in the wall when he get mad, but he can't have a conversation. He can scream at brothers and curse every brother out, but his wife, little old bitty wife, she's 4'11". He can't turn her and say, you better do what the hell I'm telling you to do.
You better shut
He can't do
your
that.
white
That's
mouth.
terrifying for him because he's mentally weak. He's a simp. This is engineering. This is scientific simpism. It's what you're reading about. He said, I'm going to make them into simps. I'm going to have the mother raise them up where the woman is like a man and the man is like a woman. And a lot of you say, no, I ain't no simp. Okay, your mother went through the system, did she not? Did we all go through slavery? So the women have been taught to be men and you men have been taught to be women. The only thing that'll make you a man is what? The laws of God. Applying them. Come on.
Because she has become psychologically independent, she will train her female offspring to be psychologically independent.
Come on.
What have you got? You've got the nigger woman out front and the man behind and scared.
Y'all saw that growing up. Your mama at the church, your mama running her mouth, your mama argue with everybody in the neighborhood. Where was your daddy at? Man, leave them people alone. Leave them people alone. Leave them people alone, Betty. Leave them people alone. I don't want no problems. Leave them people alone. Your grandfathers was like that. Now you like that. Now your wife run her mouth all the damn time, and you got to be like, yo, shut up, man. You not loud in your house. She loud. She on the phone running through the house. Yeah, girl. Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh. You in the room like, man, damn, she on the phone again, man. Shit. She's making all this noise. Man, this is how you know you're weak, right? Let's see if brothers are honest. This is how you know you're weak. Do you get up and leave the room when you get a phone call? You're weak. This is your house. She need to leave the room. It's my house. Why do I got to get up and leave and I'm having a phone conversation? I got to run to the corner. Hey, brother, hold on. Wait. Shit, yeah, hold on. Yeah, my wife, she's in the living room. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm going to talk to you later. Why you got to do that? This is what you learned. You know who did it? Your daddy, he went to the garage. He went to the basement. And you used to hang down there with him. You're like, yeah, my daddy in the man cave. I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going downstairs in the man cave with my daddy. It's regular. Again, where's the lion's man cave at? When I look at lions in the wild, they just walk in whatever the hell they want to walk into. They just got free reign. They walk over there. They walk over here. They go lay down in the middle of people. They don't give a damn. They walk and just lay down. They just lay down. What the hell y'all doing over here? Okay, I'm going to go walk over there, and I'm going to lay down again. That's how a lion was. But we've been reduced from our natural state. Is there more? I think that's it, right?
We're still at this is a perfect situation.
That's fine. I got another book. Give me another book. All right. Read the title.
They stole it, but you must return it.
Okay. Come on. Go through that milling process.
The milling process.
So these are all, Willie Lynch tell you, now this is a brother, right? He going to explain what happened to us in slavery. Come on.
To change whole brown wheat grains into white flour, the manufacturer sends the grains through a milling or refining process. This process removes the fiber and the bran. Fiber and bran are very nutritious parts of the grain. This milling process also removes 90% of vitamin BL and 50% of the other 12 of vitamin B1 and 50% of the other 12. Check. The other 12 or so vitamins and minerals. White America had a milling experience awaiting the black male. Like other men of the world.
Go ahead.
The black male was created with a spiritual dimension, a physical dimension, a mental dimension, and a social dimension, and a psychological dimension. Through the milling process of slavery.
So we went through a milling process in slavery, right? The point he was making about milling is you take out the best parts of the wheat and then you put back in enriched, false or fake nutrients and minerals back into it, right? So he's saying we went through that process in slavery. Go ahead.
Through the milling process of slavery, white America milled these dimensions in the black male and then replaced or enriched some of these dimensions with inferior versions.
Right, so we're still males, but what they did was they put fake things in us, false hopes and banishments, reasons for banishment. That's what we read in Lamentations 2. Go ahead.
The black male was milled and enriched so that white America would be made rich.
So they made you the way you are so that white America be made rich. We read that in the Willie Lynch letter. In order for economics to continue, we needed to set you up in a way where the women would continue to raise the children in these backward states. Men weak and women strong. Give me the next page. Read the highlight.
White America milled the manhood of the black male slave and enriched him as a boy.
Y'all understand what he just said? They milled out the manhood out of you and enriched you as a boy. So you're a grown boy until you keep these commandments. Go ahead.
White America tortured and savagely treated the black male until white America turned these survivors from warriors and family heads.
Warriors and family heads, go ahead.
To subdued human beings.
To weak human beings, go ahead.
White America made the black man into a boy. A similar response was...
We don't care, go to the next page. We don't care about no Nazi camps. Come on.
The black female in compensation.
So this is what happened to the black female as a result of it, go ahead.
Compensation is a way of making up for something that is missing or making up the difference. To destroy the black family, white America tried to eliminate the role of the black male as father. White America did, however, allow the slave mother more flexibility with her children than they allowed the slave father his children. Because of this, and because of the restriction placed upon the black man in the family, the black woman had to compensate or make up the difference. and she did. She
Go
was.
ahead. Hey, check this out. So I was just reading this, right? So they had what they called the man in the household rule, right? And it started in the 30s and continued in the 40s, and it ended in 1968. It was King against Shula. So if the woman received subsidies from the government, the man couldn't be in the house. So so the man can't get a job, right? Because he turned us into boys, right? Didn't hire us, right? Now the women go and get these subsidies from the government, but they had the man in the house rule. Just laying backing off what Officer JDL was bringing about, because it continues up to this very day. But they specifically had laws in place to ensure this happened. The man in the house rule.
And that's why the disrespect is there in your household, because your wife's mine, she don't need you. She got the white man. If there was no white man, it would be respect.
I had somebody tell me that I've been doing this all my life. What I need you for?
Damn.
It wasn't my wife that said that to
I know
me,
she didn't.
But
I know she would have been dead.
There was
Karen would have died.
A sister. Yeah.
Karen would have died. Wouldn't have been a good day. We'd have had said, rest in peace. We'd have locked you up.
Come down and put $20 on my books?
Yeah, that's what it wouldn't have been good.
But they told me that what I need you for. I was taking care of myself the whole time. I'm like, man, unbelievable.
Yeah, hell no. I'm not gonna say nothing. You did it by yourself, then do it by yourself some more. Read.
She was the most stable and consistent element of the black family unit. Often, the most powerful slave on the plantation was an older woman. She was usually a grandmother. Often, she cared for the slave master's children and could say things to the slave master that other slaves, particularly black males, dare not say.
So she was talking to the slave master getting out of line is what it's saying. So what's she going to do with you? And she think you nothing.
Damn.
Talk crazy to you. Go ahead.
White America made the black family a matriarchal unit, a family headed and controlled, although out of necessity, more often by the black woman than the black man. Many black mothers have but a short time to nurture their children and to give their children specific directions for life. Still, they had more control of these directions and could spend more time with their children than were allowed slave fathers. Many black mothers assumed both mother and father roles. The black male's role as a father was unstable and unpredictable, except as a breeder and a worker. It was hard to determine the black father's role. If the slave male was allowed his role as a father, it was controlled by the slave owner and influenced by the black mother, and therefore became a weak role. Children could identify their mothers more than they could identify their fathers. The slave mother also saw that if her son was to survive the slavery experience, his chances were best if he was physically strong, a good breeder, and docile to white America.
You see that? And docile. That's what you learn. Your best chance of survival was to be a weak man, to not speak up, not ruffle any feathers. So a lot of y'all don't realize that was bred in you. Mothers, grandmothers, they were literally taught, this is how you raise a kid. That's why when boys talk loud in the house, your wife would be like, they too loud. Because it's unnatural to what Esau has taught them. The boys always making noise, or the boys are loud, or why y'all use your inside voice? That's slavery talk. Boys loud. Men have always been loud. The scripture say Christ's voice was like the sound of many waters. So what you'll do is, not knowingly, through the trauma that we've been through, you'll break that spirit in your boys. Now your boys grow up and they whispering. You're like, why that boy is whisper? He's 45. He in there. I ain't never heard him talk loud a day in his life, because you bred him to be weak. That's why I say you were taught to be docile or be a simp. Keep reading here.
Often a black mother encouraged this type of behavior in her son. She prepared her son to someday be a good adult boy. She encouraged his sexual masculinity.
Man, right? That's heavy, right? She prepared him to be an adult boy. That's what your mothers did. That's why I said, when you say you got no simp tendencies, remember, your mother prepared you to be an adult boy. Not because she knew it willingly, but that's all she knew. She wasn't taught how to make men. You understand? Your father wasn't taught how to be a man. You're learning that now. So when you sit here and look like, I got my marriage under control, I understand what I'm doing, you do not. You're a boy. Based on what you learn, you don't know when to speak up. You don't know when to be quiet. And your wife has learned how to be a man. You understand? Come on.
She beamed as she watched him grow strong. Yet she was usually the first to whack him if he suggested a change in white America's slave system.
So if he said anything about freeing his people, think about it. Y'all used to say stuff about church. What your mother would do? Smack you. Yeah, I'm not going to church. That white Jesus fake. Pow! Get your ass in that car. You and the Jesus loves the little church. You ain't want to go. You in there singing, crying. Snot coming out your nose. Whooped your behind and made you worship white Jesus, right? They did the same thing with Mary, right? Made you had to serve Mother Mary. You had no choice. If you tried to go against America, right now some of y'all being the truth, your mothers think you crazy. They talk to you like, you better watch yourself with that gospel you preaching. Your mother's a slave, man, I'm telling you. And your wives are the same way, not because they're always willingly doing it, because they were literally raised this way.
The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. Chapter 1, Her Childhood. From the very first moment she's born, she becomes attached to her first teacher, her mother. Her eyes study her mother constantly during the initial bonding process. She learns to smile and form other mutual communication techniques. She, as with any other cub, is taught survival skills.
That's what these women are, survivors. And tell y'all straight up. They know how to survive. A lot of y'all think if your wife left you, she'll die. She know how to survive. It's one thing she know for a fact. She'll leave you and survive. That's why she talk crazy to you, because she knows she can survive in that environment. That's one thing they do. Tell my wife all the time, sisters is hobosexuals.
Damn.
They don't got to work super hard like men do and go grind and build buildings and all that stuff. They just got to know how to talk. They got to know how to carry themselves. They got to know whose face to smile in, whose face not to smile in. They'll survive. Men don't got that skill. You ain't going to smile your way. You ain't got the looks to survive. You're going to have to get 2 jobs. Right? You got to get 3. Yeah, you might have to get 3 jobs. You ain't just going to go outside and survive. Now, scroll down. I won't get to the point. She overhears conversations.
She overhears conversations that her mother has with her friends or relatives pertaining to the father. If all of the mother's comments are supportive and positive, good.
All right.
But since the habit of gaming on the black man is a 400-year-old tradition here.
This is a woman saying this now. She said the habit of gaming the black man is a 400-year-old tradition. We've been doing this a long time, since the slave ships. We got up there, Willie Lynch taught us how to run game. We've been running game for 400 years. Come on.
The inflections are for the most part negative.
They talk negatively about their men. Watch this.
She listens and she records.
Remember, she learns how to move from her mother. Go ahead.
The first mental tapes translate into pictures and forms, and they cannot be erased, at least not for many years. What she overhears as a small child may go something like this. I don't care what your father said. I said.
Sisters, y'all ever heard that? Nobody raised their hand.
Damn.
Sisters, y'all ever heard that? Okay. If you heard that, you learn to be rebellious. I know they heard that. Not all of them should be like, I heard my mother talking shit before. Nobody raised their hand. That's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all got to see what's going on. Go ahead.
I've got to cook and clean up this house before your father gets home because I don't want to hear his mouth.
Y'all never heard that, sister? Y'all heard that? Oh, okay, all right. I heard that one too. Okay, now more of them are starting to feel comfortable. Go ahead, keep going.
Your father don't run this house. I do.
Y'all heard that? Yeah, okay. Oh, shit.
Damn.
Close to home. Carry on.
He don't know what he's talking about.
Y'all heard that? Come on.
He don't know that I know.
Uh-huh.
He don't know what he's doing.
Rick, go ahead. Y'all saying, hell no, this is what's going on right now. Because this is not when the father's there. This is when the children are there listening to their mother have a conversation about the father. And they're hearing their mother say, he don't know what the hell he talking about. And you ain't there. You think you're going to save these children. You're going to save your wife. You're going to keep it together. She talking crazy on the phone. Your child is hearing. He don't know what the hell he talking about. So your child is growing up to be rebellious. This is what Shazar Ali is talking about. Women heard these things as children when the father was going out the house. She ain't saying in front of him, but she was running game for 400 years, she said. Go ahead.
John makes me sick. I get tired of picking up behind him.
Uh-huh.
If the father requests something, she may hear the mother say, get it yourself.
Uh-huh.
Or you don't tell me what to do. I do what I want to do.
Damn. Come on.
Every mother is guilty of using these or similar
You see that?
terminology.
She said every mother. This is a woman. This is not me. She said every mother. That's why every sister should have raised their hand. Watch this now. Brothers, did y'all hear these things? Your mother said these things? Oh, that's different. Oh, man. See, it's different. Somebody tell the truth. And Satan be, the veil is thin. The veil is thin. Satan can enter in easier. It's like them bead curtains? That's how Satan can enter in over here. He just opened the bead curtains.
All right, sisters. How many of y'all said these things? No, I'm only kidding. I'm not going to put the pressure on you. Look. I see some continents changed. Continents changed. I'm not going to put the pressure on you. But just know I know.
You're like, you going to make me be real? All right, read that part. Every mother.
Every mother is guilty of using these or similar terminology about her husband when she is tired, exasperated, or angry during the girl child's upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
The training message from the mother, the teacher, is the black man don't know.
The black man don't know.
Certain references to the black man are made only behind his back.
Talk behind his back.
A woman has the option to choose what she wants to obey.
I do whatever I want.
A man is a bother.
And that Negro get on my nerves. Damn. Have y'all heard that, brothers? Mm-hmm. This is what your wife grew up with, because she said every mother. And you learn what? Just let this shit happen. Just let it ride. Be quiet. Don't ruffle no feathers. Just be a man. Happy wife, happy life. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to come back. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to come back. Meanwhile, she on the phone. You know Leroy ain't shit. And your son telling you she's saying that. You like, I ain't going to say nothing.
Hey, what do we hear? Hey, did you talk to your wife about that problem? Oh, she gave me a little bit. We good. We'll talk about it later.
I got some.
We heard that.
Yeah, we did. I got me some.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to it later. The ill nana. Said I ain't even got it. Ain't no problem no more. All right. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 2 and verse 24. So Satan exploited this. And you sisters got to be honest about what's in you. Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 24.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 24.
Bring it out.
Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world.
Right. Through envy of the devil came death into the world. Come on.
And they that do hold of his side do find it.
So the sisters, Eve starting first, and women in general, they have an envy of the power that the Lord gave to the men. They're never going to say, yes, I envy my husband. I want to be in the position he in. But they say it through things like, we got it harder. They say it through things like, why I got to honor him and respect him. They say it when they say, well, what makes you great? Why should I respect you? Through their actions. So there's an issue in our sisters where they deal with envy. Genesis chapter 3. Satan exploited that. Just like he's doing in America, he exploited it back then. He exploited it all the way from the time of Genesis. Genesis 3.
Book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath God said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden?
So he already knew what God said, but he asked her, right? Go ahead.
And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
This is going into doctrines, right? To eat the fruit from those trees meant to follow those different doctrines. So the Lord said, don't touch this tree. Don't eat of this doctrine. Don't follow this. Go ahead.
And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die.
So he told her, you're not going to die. Go ahead.
For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil.
So he convinced her that if you eat of this tree, you follow this doctrine, it'll make you into a god. This is going to give you the power that you're looking for. You're going to be like Adam. You're going to be great. You just got to listen to what I'm saying. Go ahead.
And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food.
It took her time. Satan kept coming back to her, wearing down, presenting the same thing over and over again to the point where she said, you know what? I do need to follow that doctrine. There's some benefit from it. Go ahead.
And that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise.
She saw that following this doctrine and following this idolatry would make her wise, that worshiping the stars would make her wise. Come on.
She took of the fruit thereof and did eat.
And she ate it. She followed that doctrine. Go ahead.
And gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat.
Right. So the reason she did it was because she said, I need to become a god. 2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. So Satan understood this is what's in these women. There's a fleshly nature to them, a desire for power. And a woman will take power from you if you give it to her. That's why the white man said, you know what I'm going to teach them how to do? How to make simps. They can maintain power. They're never going to want to give it up. That's why y'all having such a hard time getting your wives in order. Because Satan from Genesis promised the woman what? That she would become a what? Well, that's what she's gotten in America. That's what she got. In America, she's a god. In America, she got power. She could call the police on your black behind. She could get a check. She could have babies and be a whore and then go get payments for every one of them.
Whore!
Whore! Whore! That's what she could do. She can murder. She can murder a baby. She can murder a baby and go about her business for just $500. This is what she's been allowed. She God. She got power over life and death. She got money in her pocket. Nobody can stop her here. Guess who's trying to stop her? Who trying to stop her? Who's trying to stop her, y'all? We trying to stop her. We the only ones. So you standing between her way of being a god with Satan, or her having to give up all these rights and benefits. You in a war. You in a war. She like, I'm getting all this stuff, and you want to stop it? You want to stop it for me to serve you? Hell no. See? That's what's going on. She wants you to do that. That's what Eve wanted. That's what Satan gave her here in America. Now you in a war. Come on, read what you got. 2 Corinthians 11 and 3.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 3. Come on. But I fear, lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve
as
through
the serpent tricked Eve, go ahead.
Through his subtlety.
So it's through his subtlety, go ahead.
So your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Christ.
Right. So what Satan was able to do was he introduced different things to Eve. He introduced things that would that she would entertain because she was fleshly. Remember, we come from Adam was made out of God's body, right? Christ's body, and Eve was made out of Adam's body. She's more fleshly in nature. So Satan understood that the veil was thin, that I could introduce these things to her, and she doesn't have as much spiritual power to fight these things off. So that's why the women is always on Instagram and TikTok and they're vain. Why the Bible calls them haughty. Because the body that they're in and the spirits that they have is fighting against this fleshly nature. Just like you fighting against it. And a lot of y'all don't realize she don't got to listen to you because Satan giving her everything. That's her mentality. You think you're going to wow her. You're going to give her some rod. You're going to buy her stuff and she going to bow down. She said, no, I get everything from the devil. I've gotten everything I wanted from the devil. Go ahead.
For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus.
That's what happened, right? When she learned why Jesus here, he preached another Jesus. Come on.
Whom we have not preached. Or if ye receive another spirit.
That's what she got here. Another spirit. Come on.
Which ye have not received. Or another gospel which ye have not accepted. Ye might well bear with them.
Right. So when she came to America in this captivity for 400 years, she learned to run game on you. To turn her men into weak men. We didn't read it, but it makes the reference of a lot of the tendencies that women hate in men is because they raised the men to be that way. Being whoremongers, being drug dealers, abusing women. The women raised them into that. But again, we got to see where it comes from. It's not just to put the blame on them. It's up to us to stop playing with them and get it right. We sit here and we try to talk around it and be nice about it. No, the devil put something in your mind. I'm here to make sure it don't come up. Yeah! When it pop up, I got to play whack-a-mole. It pop up, I got to be like, that's what I got to do. If I don't do that, then I'm going to have a problem. I'm going to have a full-blown problem. I'm going to have YNs on the street. I'm going to have people shooting at me. I'm going to have people trying to rob me because we read all that came from lack of leadership, right? So now we got our households and we got the ability to create that environment in our household. But you know what we say? I'm trying to keep it PG. I'm trying to make happy wife, happy life. I don't know how that could be. Not in this house. Not in this house. Maybe in yours. That's what's going on. My heart belongs to you. Ain't no way I'm breaking up with you, baby. I'm not going to say nothing to you that break your heart. Wisdom of Solomon 14:21. I don't think we're going to be able to put the class out with all these drops, but it's hilarious. Wisdom of Solomon 14, verse 21.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and verse 21. And this was an occasion to deceive the world. For men, serving either calamity or tyranny, did ascribe unto stones and to stocks the incommunicable name.
Jump down. This is talking about idolatry, which is what Satan presented to Eve. So all the way in Genesis, he presented these things we're about to read about. Jump down to verse 23.
Verse 23. For whilst they slew their children in sacrifices.
They sacrificed their children. This is abortions. They used to kill their kids and put them in the fire to Molech, to have the baby and put it in the fire. So abortion was introduced to Eve. Come on.
Or used secret ceremonies. Or made revelings of strange rites. They kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled.
A lot of you brothers, you in the military, you go get deployed, your wife is at home with no man there. I'm just gonna leave that there. Just gonna leave that there. You know what you did where you went, and she knows what she did last summer. Huh? Is that uncomfortable? Read it again. I just want to see when I die. Because look. If you don't keep the Sabbath, Officer Hezekiah, what are you?
A sinner.
Okay, but specifically in reference to this, you are what?
Idolatry.
You're an idolater. So if you don't keep the Sabbath, you can commit adultery, right? It's not that far-fetched. If I got to beg you to come to the Sabbath, well, maybe you're getting robbed while I'm serving God. Read again.
They kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another traitorously or grieved him by adultery.
Go ahead.
So that there reigned in all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation,
fake love,
corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury,
lying. Come on.
Disquieting of good men,
bothering men that were upright. Go ahead.
Forgetfulness of good terms.
Brother do something good for you, you don't return it. Go ahead.
Defiling of souls, changing of kind,
read.
Disorder in marriages.
What does that say?
Disorder in marriages.
Damn, come on.
Adultery.
Come on.
And shameless uncleanness.
What's the reason for this? Verse 27.
For the worshiping of idols, not to be named, is the beginning.
Is the beginning from the time of Genesis. Go ahead.
The cause.
The cause. Go ahead.
And the end of all evil.
So idolatry is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. And guess who he started with? These women. So when we let them run and do whatever the hell they want to do, you can see why everything else happens right here. That's why the Lord said, I need to take this man and I need to put him over these women. Because Satan was able to get to them. And when Satan got to them, Satan allowed all this evil to manifest itself in the earth. And you know what a brother would say? I'm not no simp. Okay, well, why your wife running rampant? Why she don't do what you say? That would make you a simp, brother. Why do you go happy wife, happy life? That makes you a simp. And you're responsible for all the evil outside because we're the judges, right, man? So if we're the judges, then the first place the judgment has to take place is where? In your house. In your house. Ezekiel chapter 6 and verse 44. Get that video too with the sister talking. I'm going to let her cuss them out. It wasn't me. If you don't want your children being here for this, you might have to move them somewhere. She's going to say something crazy. Yes, that one. Go ahead. No. I want him to read what you got. Ezekiel 16:44.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 16 and verse 44. Behold, every one that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter.
As is the mother, so is her daughter. So what we read about in those books, we showing you that the tendencies and the thought process of these women, it came from their mother. Their mother was the same way. They got to learn how to break it just like y'all got to learn how to break it. Y'all learn how to be weak men. I'm dealing with the men mostly, the makings of a simp, but I could have done the class title and be like the makings of a masculine woman. Right? So it's the same thing. But it started with what? When the men got removed out of their position, it created all this chaos and disorder. And now we can't allow that and talk about we getting the kingdom of heaven. We ain't getting no kingdom of heaven until you men get your houses in order. Ain't no kingdom coming. And if your wife comes here to the Sabbath or she claims to be an Israelite or keep the commandments of God and she don't want to get in order, she's of the devil. You got to see it. She's stopping you from getting the kingdom because she's creating the chaos. Her actions and the way she's moving is what led to what's outside. We read that in Isaiah. We're reading in Ezekiel chapter 16:44, right? We read it in Wisdom of Solomon. We read it in Genesis. There's multiple scriptures that say the same thing, but what we like to do is we like to act like it don't exist. That's the weak nature we've been given. That's the mentality of a simp. You understand? Give me what we got, the video.
I'm convinced you bitches have severe penis envy. Like, you bitches envy the fact that you were not born with a penis. I don't know how else to describe your erratic behavior. Like, okay, you guys are saying, I hope that whatever man she's with is giving her back that same energy. This girl gives a lot, blah, 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 trying to make it seem like it's a bad thing that I'm submissive. He does not give me back the same energy because he is a man. If a man was giving me back feminine energy, we'd be a pack of fucking gay lesbian bitches like you hoes. That wouldn't make sense. Now, where does that make sense at? Like, can you write me a chart? Could you show me? Because I don't want a man to give me feminine energy. I want him to continue to give me masculine energy so that we flow together very well. I don't know if you guys know what a heterosexual relationship is, but that's what it is. The man gives you masculine energy and the woman gives feminine energy, and they just come together, right? And under one circle, an umbrella, you mean. So I'm confused as to why you guys want it to be equal so bad. I am not equal to that man. Not in no way, shape, or form am I equal to him. Everything about that man is better than me in every fucking way. I mean, I probably look better, I ain't gonna lie, I'm pretty cute. But other than that, no one can convince me that I'm equal to this man. He makes more money, he has his life together, he makes better logical decisions, like he guides me in other ways I cannot guide him. Only thing I can do to him is assist this man. He can make my life better times 25 million. Only thing I can do is assist. I can't do anything for him. So how the fuck are we equal?
Yeah! Hit the bomb! Yeah! It's like 3 sisters clapping. Yeah, I got 1 year. Some of y'all uncomfortable, but she told the truth. James chapter 3 and verse 14. She said, you envy the rod of a God. She said. Come on.
The book of James chapter 3 and verse 14. But if ye have bitter envying and strife in your hearts, glory not and lie not against the truth. This wisdom descendeth not from above, but is earthly, sensual, devilish.
Come on.
For where envying and strife is,
where envying and strife, because that's what you men are dealing with in your households. Go ahead.
There is confusion.
There is confusion. Go ahead.
And every evil work.
That every evil work goes back to what we read in Wisdom of Solomon. Don't think it ain't going on. Don't think every evil work is not possible. Where there's envy, every evil work exists. That's why some of y'all can't get your house right, because you in bed with the devil. Proverbs 27 and verse 4. Good luck going toe-to-toe with Satan.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 27 and verse 4. Wrath is cruel.
Wrath is cruel. Go ahead.
And anger is outrageous.
And anger is outrageous. He said anger and wrath is hard to deal with. Go ahead.
But who is able
But
to...
who, meaning nobody. Go ahead.
But who is able to stand before envy?
That's the thing y'all don't realize. Y'all think y'all can stand before envy. You don't realize your wife hates you. She want to be the king of the house. She wants your position. She'll never give it up. Over her dead body, she'll never give it up. That's what a lot of y'all dealing with. These women ain't giving it up. They're going to get what America is promised them, whether you die or whatever, and I'm going to use you and I'm going to milk you for as long as I need to. I will utilize you for the necessary purposes I have, which is a house to stay in, because I don't want to go work. I don't really want to work hard. I know it's hard out here. Rent $2,000 in California. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to go buy my own house. Plus, I got these kids. They got to eat. So I'm going to use you for that. But I ain't going to listen to you. I ain't going to listen to you. The white man tell me what to do. That's my God. Ezekiel 37 and 10.
Praise white Jesus.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 37 and verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
And they stood on their feet, an exceeding great army. That's what you men are. Y'all understand that, right? All right, now watch this. What if the army could be taken down by a bunch of 4-foot women? It's hilarious, right? Right? That's what's going on. Joe ass like, this is crazy. Officer Jadiel's a nut. He started laughing. He said, Officer Jadiel crazy. But imagine that. All these men standing up, they got mighty regalia, and then a bunch of 4-foot women go, I'm not coming to the Sabbath, and I'm not doing nothing you say. And then we slowly, warriors start falling out. Is that army strong? That army's a very weak army, right? Okay, so if we're the army of God, we got to step up and do what we're supposed to do. Got to be order in your households. You got to look at it and see what's going on. Your community is in shambles behind you allowing stuff to happen in your house. Same for the women. The women just got to get in order or get out. That's got to be a mentality. It's not for them to be happy with. It's for you to set order. Because when God comes, you think God going to wait on me to agree? God going to tell me what it is. He ain't going to argue. He ain't going to go back and forth. He's going to say, this is what needs to be done. You do it. And then people going to start dying. Now, I ain't telling you kill your wives because I know y'all crazy. Brother's crazy, so I got to say that. But the point I'm making is that's your energy. You should not be afraid to address things and deal with things in your house. Some of y'all running around, your wife is in a whole nother room. You ain't talking to her for a month. Not in my house. That could never exist. Me and my wife get an argument. We talk the same day. Some of y'all let shit go on for, y'all let things go on for 5 days. 6 days at a time. You just in there walking by each other. Yep, 2 ships in the night. Quiet. I'm like, what type of lion do that? Other lion done bit him in his neck. He see the lion, he just go, there you go. The lion again. Then he come in here, he be like, Israel, are you ready? Always ready, except for when my wife comes. Except for when my wife comes in the scene. All right, give me the video. Umar Johnson, what'd he say? Real quick, I just want like a minute of it. I got so much more stuff I got to get to. We're not getting through all this. But I'm at least going to get Michael Jackson. Got to get Michael. Hit play.
It's easy. You can tell an agent. It's hard for them to hide. I just got to be careful, but you can't worry about it. Because the Honorable Marcus Garvey said what? Leaders will come, leaders will die. The tragedy isn't that we die. The tragedy isn't the fact that Malcolm or King or Mega was murdered. The tragedy is it's been 50 years and you still ain't found a replacement.
Oh, man, that is a tragedy.
Man, see, cut it off. The tragedy is that they ain't found a replacement. Who's the replacement? I don't hear y'all. Who's the replacement? Y'all the replacement, but guess what? You can't be the replacement if your wife running you. Did Medgar Evers and Marcus Garvey wives run them? Did Malcolm X wives run him? They was in a world with no Bible. Betty Shabazz wasn't telling Malcolm X, Malcolm, before you go out there, you better do what the hell I told you to do.
Hell no.
No. Do you read about Martin Luther King's wife running him, Coretta running him? So why is this happening in here with the Bible? This is why he said the tragedy is not that there's no that they died. The tragedy is that they haven't stood back up. So we standing back up. The question you got to ask yourself, you going to stand up or you going to keep cowering? Because that's what a lot of y'all are doing. Y'all are cowering. Bishop Yahusai went over being afraid to stand up in your body as a man. There's a fear of you because you know what? You think if I stand up, my wife might leave. She might take these kids. I might be on child support. So what? I'll make more. Yeah! I'll be all right. Be okay. I will be fine. You know why? Because I'm going to get a heavenly body. I'm going to live forever. I don't need this. I'm not doing this for this body. And what I'm getting here, I'm doing it for a heavenly body. So go and you take everything that comes with this world. And when I get my heavenly body, you're going to burn. And I'm going to fly with my chariot over there and be like, she down there somewhere burning. She down there somewhere in the fire. I paid a whole lot of child support, but she burning. She could burn with that money I gave her. That's what's going to happen. But a lot of you are terrified of that, and your wives know it. They know you're terrified to stand up. And in their mind, they're like, he ain't going to stand up. He's hearing this class. He ain't going to tell me nothing, Officer Jetty, you're talking about. I run this. 1 Ezra chapter 4 and verse 13. I run this. If that man come home talking about I need to get in order, please. 1 Ezra 4 and 13. Watch this. I'm going to show you all what Ezra said. Ezra was an immortal, but he was a very wise man. Watch what he says. Zerubbabel. Zerubbabel was a wise man, so he was one of the chosen bodyguards, right? I think it was 10,000. Chosen 10,000. Go ahead.
The book of 1 Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 13. Then the third, who had spoken of women and of the truth, this was Zerubbabel, began to speak. O ye men, it is not the great king, nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that excelleth. Who is it then that ruleth them, or have the lordship over them? Are they not women? Women have borne the king and all the people that bear rule by sea and land. Even of them came they, and they nourished them up that planted the vineyards, from whence the wine cometh. These also make garments for men. These bring glory unto men. And without women cannot men be. Yea, if men have gathered together gold and silver, or any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty? And letting all those things go, do they not gape and even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her?
So they stare at their wives. Go ahead.
And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold, or any goodly thing whatsoever?
Come on.
A man leaveth his own father that brought him up.
They always repeat this to let you know how much a man loves his wife, because he'll leave his comfort and his surroundings to go be with that woman. Go ahead.
And his own country, and cleaveth unto his wife.
A lot of your women don't even acknowledge that you left the city that you grew up in, the environment that made you comfortable, the things that you loved and liked from your mother's cooking, your father used to hang out with you, play basketball, whatever. You left all of that to go be with her, and she'll still say you don't love her. He's telling you the level that a man goes for his mother, for his wife. He loves them more than his father and mother. They raised him his entire life. Go ahead.
He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father nor mother.
He's repeating it again. He don't remember his own father and mother. You talk to your wife more than you talk to your mother and father, right? But your wife will say, nah, he don't love me. He don't love me. He don't spend time with me. Because they don't regard what you actually did. Go ahead.
And remember, if neither father nor mother nor country, by this also ye must know that women have dominion over you.
So he's telling you women have dominion over you because you'll move for them, right? They got a power. That's what he's explaining. Go ahead.
Do ye not labor and toil and give and bring all to the woman?
Come on.
Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers.
That's you Navy brothers. You go and sail upon the sea and rivers. Go ahead.
And looketh upon a lion, and goeth in the darkness, and when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love.
Now he got her in the house, she taken care of, she eating. Go ahead.
Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother.
He's saying it 3 different times so you understand, because you don't go get money to give it to your parents. You send your parents money when they tell you they're in desperate times, and you question them before you send it too. They be like, I'm going through it. You be like, how much you need? Well, I'm gonna need about 1,000. Send you about 250. Better make it work, Dad. Go ahead.
Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
But the problem is men go out of their mind for these women. This is a simp. You can write simp next to the scripture. Go ahead.
And become servants for their sake.
When your mindset is to go after what the woman desires, and she's not going after what you desire, you become a simp. The Bible tells you that the woman, go to Genesis 3:16, we're going to come back here. The woman's mind was supposed to be doing this.
Genesis chapter 3 and verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband.
The husband's mindset and what he desires, the woman was supposed to assist and love as well. But when now you're a man and you do what your wife wants you to do, you desire what your wife desires, you think only about what your wife will love, it doesn't mean you can't take her out or do things that she likes. The point is making is that she now governs your life. She governs the up and down of the house. She governs how things move because you're doing everything now to appease her. This is simp status. So he's explaining. So he's going to give you an example of simp activity. Jump back now. First Ezra 4 and verse 27.
First Ezra chapter 4 verse 27. Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women.
Right in his own body. Go ahead.
And now, do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his power? Do not all regions fear to touch him?
So the regions around about wouldn't even touch the king is the point he's making. Go ahead.
Yet did I see him and Apame, the king's concubine.
So one of his concubines, the king's concubine, go ahead.
The daughter of the
Admirable
Bardacus, sitting at the right hand of the king.
So he saw this concubine sitting at the right hand of the king. Go ahead.
And taking the crown from the king's head and setting it upon her own head. She also struck the king with her left hand.
That's the hand you use to wipe yourself. She took the king's crown over his head, like we played in the video earlier, and slapped him across his face. He saw this in front of all his men. He told you the other nations, men were afraid to touch this man. Some of y'all are men that got names in the street. Men don't mess with you. Used to beat people up, everything. You fought. Your wife will talk crazy to you and throw things on you, spit at you, not do what you asking her to do, and you just go with it. He's telling you how much power this woman has. Now you're running around behind her trying to make her happy. Watch what it says. Go ahead.
And yet for all this, the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth.
Even though she slapped him in the mouth, he was just staring at her like, man, look at her. Go ahead.
If she laughed upon him, he laughed also.
He only had joy when she had joy. That's how some of you men are. Go ahead.
But if she took any displeasure at him,
right,
the king was fain to flatter that she might be reconciled to him again.
Come on.
O ye men, how can it be but women should be strong, seeing they do thus?
So he's telling you women are strong. Now keep going. Watch this.
Then the king and the princes looked one upon another. So he began to speak of the truth.
Come on.
O ye men, are not women strong? Great is the earth, high is the heaven, swift is the sun in his course. For he compasseth the heavens round about, and fetcheth his course again to his own place in one day. Is he not great that maketh these things? Therefore great is the truth, and stronger than all things.
So he let you know, right? He said the two things that were strongest were women. But the only thing stronger than women is what? The truth. So if you guys don't got the law on you, you don't know how to govern yourself as a man, what are you going to become? You're going to be a simp. Because the only thing more powerful than women and the evil that they've learned is the truth. That's it. That's why you can't play games with what you're going to tolerate, where the line is going to be drawn, because you will become a simp. You will follow after her pleasure. Damn, I'll be a groupie, baby. A band. You will become a band. That's good. If you don't know what a band is, we'll talk later. But you will become that because you're trying to follow after this woman. And he telling you the only thing that was strong, he's talking to the king. He's talking to men that are wise. He's telling them the only thing stronger than women is the gospel of God. That's the only thing that allows you to not be taken by a woman. A lot of you don't realize that. So you ain't reading the gospel of God. You ain't commanding the gospel of God in your household. So who's running you? The woman is. She's become your God. You become a simp. Your mother raised you to be one. Now we here. What you gonna do about it, Cletus? What you gonna do? Now you know you're a simp, because a lot of you say, I'm not a simp. You know, if you watch porn, you're a simp too. I'm telling you. You lust after women, and a lot of brothers say, no, I don't watch porn, but you flirt with women all day. You allow women to take you over what you're supposed to be doing. You texting women. You talking to them. A lot of you act like, nah, I'm good. I'm on point. Because you try to make these rationalizations in your mind. But if you're not setting order and making sure you got a purpose in life and women are directing that purpose, you off. Right? Y'all understand? Go to 1 Kings chapter 21 and 1. Almost done. So if you don't understand that, you'll become a simp. And you'll have Ahab tendencies. Every single sister in here, I don't care, even the little babies back there, they have the capability to become a Jezebel. Y'all understand that? Even the little girls have a capability. The only thing that stops them from being Jezebel is whether or not you're an Ahab. That's it. If you're not an Ahab and you have order and structure, then you'll stop them from being a Jezebel. You'll set your daughter in order. You'll set the women in order. But if you're weak, then you got a house full of Jezebels. You got baby Jezebels, big Jezebel, big Jezebel. You might have big Jezebel. Just saying. 1 Kings 21 and 1.
The book of 1 Kings, chapter 21 and verse 1. And it came to pass after these things that Naboth the Jezreelite had a vineyard, which was in Jezreel, hard by the palace of Ahab, king of Samaria. And Ahab spake unto Naboth, saying, Give me thy vineyard, that I may have it for a garden of herbs, because it is near unto my house, and I will give thee for it a better vineyard than it. Or, if it seem good to thee, I will give thee the worth of it in money. And Naboth said to Ahab, The Lord forbid it me, that I should give the inheritance of my fathers unto thee. And Ahab came into his house heavy and displeased because of the word which Naboth the Jezreelite had spoken to him. For he had said, I will not give thee the inheritance of my fathers. And he laid him down upon his bed and turned away his face and would eat no bread. But Jezebel his wife came to him and said unto him, Why is thy spirit so sad that thou eatest no bread?
So she come in, she said, Why are you looking so down, my lord? She ain't say my lord, but she just said, Why are you so sad? Go ahead.
And he said unto her,
No, Jezebel, she said, well, nigga, you good? Come on.
And he said unto her,
When I read about Jezebel, they say she was beautiful or whatever, but she was also a Hamite, so I know she was blue-black. Carry on.
And he said unto her, Because I spake...
Not pretty to me. She was too dark.
I spake unto Naboth the Jezreelite and said unto him,
Like curtain black. Go ahead. My bad.
Give me thy vineyard for money, or else, if it please thee, I will give thee another vineyard for it. And he answered, I will not give thee my vineyard. And Jezebel his wife said unto him, Dost thou now govern the kingdom of Israel? Arise and eat bread, and let thine heart be merry. I will give thee the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite.
Right, so she said, I'm going to give you the vineyard. Watch this, go ahead.
So she wrote letters in Ahab's name.
That's a lot of you men. Your wives will take the power that you have and utilize it. They'll use your resources, your energy, your efforts. So she said, I'm going to take the power you have. So she wrote letters in Ahab's name. Go ahead.
And sealed them with his seal.
That's what we showed earlier. Go ahead.
And sent the letters unto the elders and to the nobles that were in his city, dwelling with Naboth. And she wrote in the letters, saying, Proclaim a fast, and set Naboth on high among the people. And set 2 men, sons of Belial.
Take 2 evil men. Go ahead.
Before him to bear witness against him, saying, Thou didst blaspheme God and the king, and then carry him out and stone him that he may die. And the men of his city, even the elders and the nobles who were the inhabitants in his city, did as Jezebel had sent unto them.
Now jump down to verse 15. Here's the weakest part. Go ahead.
Verse 15. And it came to pass, when Jezebel heard that Naboth was stoned and was dead, that Jezebel said to Ahab, Arise, take possession of the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite, which he refused to give thee for money. For Naboth is not alive, but dead.
Go ahead.
And it came to pass, when Ahab heard that Naboth was dead, that Ahab rose up to go down to the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite to take possession of it.
That's a lot of y'all. Y'all allow your wives to do evil. That's the spirit of Ahab. When you allow her not to keep the Sabbath, she don't got to keep the commandments. She don't got to be around the sisters. She don't got to get on Titus 2. She don't got to read her Bible. She don't got to cook you dinner. What's she doing? What does she do that a wife does? Nothing. 0 thing. But in your mind, you say she's here. You're a simp. You just want somebody to talk to at night. That's all you want. You just don't want to be alone. You don't have a wife. You just got a woman you allow to do evil, and eventually it's going to come back on you. Because when you keep reading this thing, you see that Ahab was judged with death because he had allowed his wife to do that. But Jezebel had a pattern of this. Go to 1 Kings 18:4 real quick. It wasn't like she just started doing this evil. He had been allowing this for a long time. So what you see is an escalation of her wickedness. So a lot of you men say, you know what, I'm going to just let her not keep the Sabbath. I'm going to let her not get on no Titus 2. She don't got to listen to Tuesday class. Then eventually say, you know what, I'm going to kill somebody in your name. And you be like, well, I'll let you do everything else evil. You didn't have to serve God before. Read that.
1 Kings chapter 18 and verse 4.
Come on.
For it was so, when Jezebel cut off the prophets of the Lord, that Obadiah took 100 prophets and hid them by 50 in a cave and fed them with bread and water.
So Jezebel was killing the prophets. She was killing the prophets where the prophet had to hide the prophets from Jezebel. You don't think this man knew what his wife was willing to do? So when she said, yo, I'm going to take care of it, I'm going to make sure you get that field. He already knew what she was talking about. He said, all right, sure, I'm going to let her do what she been doing. She a murderer. Jezebel known to catch a body. I'm finna go lay down. I know I'm going to get that field in the morning. That's how some of you all are. As long as you get some behind, some funky behind. Got to say it that way. May not even get washed for you. First Kings 19:2. Some leftovers.
1 Kings chapter 19 and verse 2.
Hey, pull me back, man. Pull me back.
Then Jezebel sent a messenger.
You know what leftovers are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pull me back. All right, 1 Kings 19:2.
1 Kings chapter 19 verse 2. Then Jezebel sent a messenger unto Elijah, saying, so let the gods do to me, and more also, if I make not thy life as the life of one of them by tomorrow about this time.
So now she threatening the prophets. She talking crazy. She said, hey, Elijah, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to put you to death by tomorrow. Some of your wives talk the same way. Man, leadership need to go, man. They ain't right. How they going to talk about me like that? And they had that conversation with you, and you don't say nothing. You be like, you need to stop it, babe. I know you're angry right now. You need to just calm down. Calm down, babe. Meanwhile, she in the house like, man, damn all of them. I'm going to pray that they die up in there. Them Negroes is wicked. You see how they ain't listen to me? They didn't want to hear my voice? And you having that conversation. You're like, my wife just working on herself. How's your wife, brother? She's working on herself. Jezebel was threatening prophets. She was killing them and threatening them. She was murmuring against them. Some of your wives are doing the same thing, but you come in here and you say, nah, my wife, she's with the truth. Proverbs 27:16. That's a very weak army. That army got women at the house that don't even support the men in the armed forces. Army's gonna fold because when that man goes home to recharge, she gonna be talking crazy about all the generals, all the captains, all the officers over him, all the fellow soldiers with him. She gonna make him quit the army. Matter of fact, he gonna become a soldier for white Jesus. Read that, Proverbs 27:16.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 27 and verse 16.
Let's go.
Whosoever hideth her, hideth the wind.
Whosoever hideth her, hideth the wind. Is that the whole verse?
No, sir.
Come on.
And the ointment of his right hand, which bewrayeth itself.
Oh, start at verse 15 so we get the context.
Verse 15. A continual dropping in a very rainy day.
Y'all know what that water be sounding like when it just be hitting the window? That's some of y'all. That's why y'all here right now. Y'all be like, man, I wish I could stay all night with y'all, man. Y'all closing the school down? Can I sleep on top of it? Go ahead.
A continual dropping in a very rainy day, and a contentious woman.
A contentious woman
are alike.
They the same. Go ahead.
Whosoever hideth her, hideth the wind.
Any of y'all ever tried to hide the wind? Why are you trying to hide these wicked women then? Y'all don't bring them up and get counsel. Y'all don't blast them in your houses. You try to act like they on point. You don't say, yo, you know what my wife did this week? She got the devil on. Da-da-da. Me and Azariah, when we talk about what our wives do, positive or negative, we know how wives do the same thing, right? They talk to each other. If they do something evil, we have a conversation. You won't believe this shit that I heard. You won't believe she said this. We have a conversation. We ain't hiding it. It's not like we go to each other and be like, yo, how's your wife? Oh, everything's great. She never did anything wrong. She doesn't have any problems in the name of Black Jesus. That's not, but guess what, how brothers come up here, right? You see them, you say, hey, how's everything going in your house? Oh, you know, it's coming along. It's coming along. Why she not here then? She ain't coming along. Read that.
Whosoever hideth her, hideth the wind. And the ointment of his right hand, which bewrayeth itself.
You can't hide wind. Proverbs 26:7. You cannot hide wind. You can't hide ointment in your right hand. Put ointment in your right hand, it's going to swoop. You're going to squeeze your hand, it's going to slip out. Say, brother, your palm is wet. Pause. Proverbs 26:7. Brother, why is your palm wet? That's your wicked wife. You can't hide her. 26:7.
The book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 7. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro.
An evil wife is like a yoke on your neck shaken to and fro. Go ahead.
He that hath hold of her.
He that's trying to hold on to this woman. Go ahead.
Is as though he had is as though he held a scorpion.
If you hold a scorpion, it's going to bite you. Right? But specifically, a female scorpion, after she gets what she needs, when she has sex with the male scorpion, she kills it. So these women, for a lot of y'all, they're like scorpions. What they've done to y'all is they've diminished you from being mighty men. Y'all were doing things in the body. You had a reputation for doing whatever it was you were doing, what God brought you in here to do. And now you went from being here to now you're in black shirts, you damn near out the door. We've watched that happen to many brothers. And it started with you allowing this. You allowed this. And now either you back to white Jesus, you're in a black shirt, you have no courage or confidence. You don't even speak the same. You don't move the same. You're trying to figure out, how do I get back connected to God? Well, the poison that is in her is infecting you. That's what's happening. And it's breaking you down. Give me Judges 16 and verse 13. I'm going to have to get ready to wrap it up. Judges 16 and 13. I knew I wasn't going to get through all of it, but I'm going to go through 2 more things.
The book of Judges, chapter 16 and verse 13. And Delilah said unto Samson, hitherto thou hast mocked me and told me lies. Tell me wherewith thou mightest be bound. And he said unto her, if thou weavest the 7 locks of my head with the web. And she fastened it with the pin, and said unto him, the Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And he awaked out of his sleep, and went away with the pin of the beam, and with the web. And she said unto him, how canst thou say, I love thee, when thine heart is not with me?
This is an evil thing that women do. They've been taught this. They say, how can you say you don't love me if your mind ain't with my mind? Your mind is not supposed to be with her mind. Her mind is supposed to be with whose mind? With your mind. That's order. Your mind is never supposed to be with your wife's mind. That ain't biblical. Her mind is supposed to align with what you think about the scriptures and life. But what she'll do is she's going to say, you don't hear me out. You don't feel what I'm saying. You don't agree with me. So this is what's happening to Samson. Go ahead.
Thou hast mocked me these 3 times, and hast not told me wherein thy great strength lieth.
Come on.
And it came to pass, when she pressed him daily.
She came to him every day moaning and crying and saying, you don't love me. You hate me. Can I get a witness? Come on.
And it came to pass, when she pressed him daily with her words, and urged him, so that his soul was vexed unto death.
Now he like, man, F it, man, F it. He gave up all the goods. Keep reading, watch.
That he told her all his heart.
He told her everything on his mind. Everything. He said, I'm going to just tell her anything and everything to get her to shut up. She vexing me. Now jump down to verse 19.
Verse 19. And she made him sleep upon her knees.
She put that thing on him. That's what be happening to you, brothers. She vexed you to death. Get you to break down and put that thing on you. That's what happened. My heart belongs to you. So he gave her all the heart.
Damn.
All of his heart. He said, you can have it all. You can have. Gave her everything. After she got everything, what'd she do? Go ahead.
And she called for a man.
She said, come here. I need the other man, him downstairs.
And she caused him to shave off the 7 locks of his head.
She shaved off the 7 locks of his head. Go ahead.
And she began to afflict him, and his strength went from him.
And his strength left him. The woman will press upon you until you break down, and guess what happens to your strength? It'll leave you. It'll leave you now because you following after her. You got the mind to serve her and give her what she wants. But before this was a mighty man. Read Judges chapter 14 and verse 19. This was a mighty man. He killed 1,000 people with a jawbone. But guess what beat him? One woman. And I'm sure she wasn't big. Sure she wasn't too tall. She wasn't bigger than Samson. One woman broke him down. So a man that could kill 1,000 men was conquered by one woman. That's why Jerubbaal was letting you know, I'm a warrior. I fight, but there's only one thing stronger than these women. The truth. Come on.
The book of Judges, chapter 14 and verse 19.
And they hate that. I want y'all to understand that bothers them. If they're not righteous, what I'm saying, it bothers them. They're like, what? Something stronger than me? Nothing stronger than me. They might seem docile and they say shalom, but inside them Satan like, ain't nothing stronger than you. Don't let Officer Jadiel's being mean right now. Read that.
And the Spirit of the Lord came upon him, and he went down to Ashkelon and slew 30 men of them, and took their spoil, and gave change of garments unto them which expounded the riddle.
So this man was catching bodies. That's the point. But when we read what broke him down, she pressed upon him daily. That's some of y'all. Y'all went to camp. Y'all got videos out. Y'all was in the street teaching. Y'all was dealing with stuff. Y'all was putting music out. Now where you at? In a black shirt, and your wife is home. Because the poison done taken hold, she done pressed upon you, and the strength has left you. That's what happened. The makings of a simp. Micah chapter 7 and verse 5. And she likes it. I'm going to show you that in Micah. I said I was going to show you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you in the Bible.
The book of Micah.
If she didn't like it, she would do everything to stop it. She would be at the table like, look, my husband ain't trying to get himself right. He ain't trying to serve God. He ain't coming to the Sabbath. But where's she at? At the house? Where's she at? You got to beg her to come to the school. Then when she pop up, she like, I'm here. I did it. Now you got to give me whatever I want. Micah 7 and 5.
Micah chapter 7 and verse 5. Trust ye not in a friend.
The Bible says, trust ye not in a friend. Go ahead.
Put ye not confidence in a God.
That's what Samson did. Go ahead.
Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom.
Read.
For the son dishonoreth the father.
The son will dishonor the father.
The daughter riseth up against her mother. The daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the men of his own house.
So a man's enemies will be they of his own house. Come on.
Therefore, I will look unto the Lord. I will wait for the God of my salvation. My God will hear me. Rejoice not against me, O mine enemy.
Rejoice not against me, O mine enemy. I want y'all to pay attention to that. Go ahead.
When I fall, I shall arise.
When I fall, I shall arise. Go ahead.
When I sit in darkness, the Lord shall be a light unto me.
So he's telling the Lord is going to be a light unto me against my enemy. Go ahead.
I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him.
Because I sinned against the Lord. If I committed adultery, if I lost my rank, if I got put out the body, I didn't sin against my wife. I sinned against God. Come on.
Until he plead my cause.
Until the Lord pleads my cause. Go ahead.
And execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness.
Go ahead.
Then she that is mine enemy.
Wait a minute. Then she that is mine enemy. Now read verse 8 again.
Verse 8. Rejoice not against me, O mine enemy.
Some of your wives rejoice against you. They like to see you in a black shirt, disheveled, don't got yourself together, got problems in your household. They got no issue with it. They're rejoicing. They say, I don't got to work hard. He ain't going to be at the school all this time. He ain't going to have to, I ain't got to have no offices. They rejoice against you. They're your enemies. Read verse 10 now.
Verse 10. Then she that is mine enemy
your
shall
wife,
see it.
Your wife is your enemy is talking about here. Go ahead.
And shame shall cover her which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God?
Oh, where's all that Israelite stuff you was talking? You ain't no Israelite. You ain't righteous. You ain't no God. Go ahead.
Mine eye shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets.
The Lord telling you her judgment. She's going to die. Some of these women rejoice in the position that you in. You just got to be mindful of it. Give me 2nd Ezra chapter 14 and 13. So here's the point of the class.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14 and verse 13.
Let's
go. Now therefore, set thine house in order.
That's what you men need to do. Set your houses in order. If you got simp tendencies, if you saw things that your wife does, all those books is available. The scriptures is here. You got counsel you can come and get. Don't act like I can just avoid the issues going on in my house. The disorder in your house is affecting the nation of Israel. Come on.
Now therefore, set thine house in order and reprove thy people. Comfort such of them as be in trouble, and now renounce corruption.
Read Sirach chapter 27 and 3.
Book of Sirach chapter 27 and verse 3. Unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, his house shall soon be overthrown.
So unless he learns the commandments and he stands up as a man, he's rooted in that truth, then his house is going to be overthrown. It's not going to stand. So you got to lay down the law in your house. Sirach 25 and 1. This is what got to happen.
The book of Sirach chapter 25 and verse 1. In 3 things I was beautified, and stood up beautiful both before God and men. The unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, a man and a wife that agree together.
That agreeing together goes back to Sirach 7 and 26. Read this. The agreeing together is Sirach 7 and 26. Your agreeing together is not you agree with her. If she agrees with you, or she got to go. That should be your energy. That's how you get back your power. You get your balls back. Your energy should be like that. It's not like that, and she knows it. You understand? Now, this ain't for you to go and just stir up your house and be like, I'm kicking my wife out. I'm divorcing her. It's a wrap. But if your energy was like that, wickedness and evil can't exist together. But when you allow evil, Jezebel can hang out with Ahab. They had a good life of sin. Read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 7 and verse 26.
Come on.
Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman.
Right. So you can't give yourself over to a light woman, right? When you read light there, what does it say for the number 4? What is it? What word does it say?
Hateful.
That's what it's talking about. Give yourself not over to your enemy, a hateful woman. That's what y'all got in your houses. You're giving yourself over to a hateful woman that don't want to serve God, and you thinking she's going to change one day. I just got to keep begging her. If I keep begging her, then it's going to be all right. Sirach 25 and 23, since I'm in Sirach.
Book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 23. A wicked woman abateth the courage.
That's what's happening to you, man. Go ahead.
Maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
A woman that loves you is going to hear this scripture and say, I don't want to break my husband down. She going to hear this class and say, man, I don't want to make my husband into a simp. I'm going to listen to him. I'm going to get myself right. If he asks me to do something, all he's doing is asking me to do stuff. I could do it. I can help him out. But a woman that's evil going to hear this class, and tomorrow she going to be full nigga. It's up for you men to realize what you're dealing with. This class ain't going to affect her at all because Satan is running her. Come on.
Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
Of a woman come the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. You know how we get involved in all that evil that we read in Wisdom of Solomon. We learn all that idolatry and that evil. So Ephesians chapter 5 and 23. Ephesians 5 and 23.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 23. For the husband is the head of the wife.
The husband is the head of the wife. Come on.
Even as Christ is the head of the church. And he is the savior of the body.
You're her savior. That's what she got to understand. She's going to be saved in childbearing by listening to you. That's what the Bible says. Come on.
Therefore, as the church is subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything.
You men got to demand this. You got to require this in your household. This is how we're going to rebuild a nation. Come on.
Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word.
Jump down to verse 33.
Verse 33. Nevertheless, let every one of you in particular.
Get me, Michael. Come on, you in the spirit. Come on.
Nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife even as himself. And the wife see that she reverence her husband.
Reverence is deep respect and awe. When you come in a house, when you're around your wife, it should be a deep respect for you. It should be honor. So when we see God, we're not going to say, oh, look, that nigga popped up. It ain't going to be like that. You're going to be like, oh, that's the Messiah. You're going to be reacting, right? I'm going to show you how it should be. Give me Michael, man. This is how it should be when you come in the house. off. The bottom part was you taking your shoes. You should get deep respect, reverential awe. You going to pay all the bills. You are slaving for her to survive, and then you come in the house and she don't even acknowledge your presence. You got to demand respect, you men.
The hell is this?
When Michael Jackson came, they was like, oh, it's Michael. They losing their mind, passing out. When you walk in the house, your wife keep doing what she doing. The Bible says that men are supposed to love their wives, but the woman's supposed to what? Reverence their husband. There's a difference there. There's a difference. It is what it is. I didn't write it. God wrote it. He didn't say put your wife on a platter, on a pedestal, and bow down to her and honor. He said, no, the wife is supposed to reverence the husband. That's what we just read. Read it again for the sisters that's mad. Read it for the sisters in the back. Read it with your whole chest.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse 33. Nevertheless, let every one of you in particular so love his wife even as himself. And the wife, see that she reverence her husband.
She's supposed to have deep respect. 1 Timothy 3 and 5. Two more, we're going to wrap it up. 1 Timothy 3 and 5.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 5. For if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of God?
And that's the whole point. If you're a simp, you cannot be a savior. You understand? If you're a simp, you cannot be a savior. You're not going to be able to save the body. In your household, you have to be the savior of your wife, and then that turns into you going out and teaching the people and dealing with the people in the street. So the order has to start at home. That's why you don't have rank. That's why you're in a black shirt. But guess what? You can fix it. And if your wife is serious, she going to fix herself. Because she understands she's holding us back from getting the kingdom of heaven. If she's not serious, and you get serious, she's going to depart. That's what the Bible says. Revelation 14 and 3. We end it here.
Book of Revelation, chapter 14.
Start at 3.
Verse 3. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts.
So the song is going into the Bible. Only you men that are righteous are going to learn the Bible. Why? Because it's going to protect you against the wickedness of a woman. That's what we read about earlier when Zerubbabel was talking. He said the only thing stronger than a woman that's moving in evil or manipulating you is to learn the truth. Come on.
And the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000.
That's who we waiting on, the 144,000. Go ahead.
Which were redeemed from the earth.
The 144,000 men that are going to be redeemed out of the earth. Come on.
These are they which were not defiled with women.
These are they which are not simps. They weren't made into a simp. Or they grew up and they were taught to be a simp, but they came out of it because they learned the song. They learned who they were. Come on.
For they are virgins.
For they are virgins. Come on.
These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto God and to the Lamb.
Come on.
And in their mouth was found no guile.
There was no guile, no deceit, no trickery, because these were honest men that stood up against the evil. They didn't let their wives break them down. They didn't follow the idolatry that she was in. They set order in their house, and then they went out and set order in the community. Come on.
For they are without fault before the throne of God.
So in order to be without fault before the throne of God, your house must be set in order. You're not going to get there by you allowing evil and you're allowing all manner of wickedness and idolatry, and then you think I'm going to sneak into the kingdom of heaven. It ain't going to work. Your wife ain't going if she ain't listening to you, and if you don't get your house in order, you ain't going to the kingdom of God either. So Lord willing, y'all got something about the class. I'll wrap it up there. Shalom, most high, Christ bless.
Across the earth, the prophets move. From city streets to distant lands, the message is the same. Israel must rise. Through every quest, every journey, the truth spreads. No border can contain it. No distance can silence it. Our nation lives in every moment. In joy, we celebrate marriages. In sorrow, we honor our dead. On the Sabbath, we gather as one. Families rejoicing together, bound by the commandments of God. Yet are we tried. From the stones in Kenya to the hatred in Montana, we endure as a soldier of the Lord. And still, the mission expands. On the airwaves, on the screens, in every nation under heaven, Israel's voice is heard. We build our communities. We raise our children in royalty. We restore what was broken. We clean what was defiled. We show the world who we are. This is Israel united in Christ. Nation in motion. Nation endures.